It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I can't say I'm intrigued by this new lineup. It's just me, Tom, and Ace.
I like this.
It works. It's fascinating.
It's the man show.
Yes.
The return of the man show.
Let's get our testicles out and talk about it. Let's do it.
Birthday boys here. It's his birthday, so I can be late.
Oh, it's birthday Eve.
Eve, it's tomorrow.
Are we going to have a cake today?
Are we having cake today?
For those of you who have a father who's looked at you as a child and did the physical, nonverbal, shut up, that's what we just got from Tom. Hi, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Of course, like most of you, like everybody else, we're a little goofy from the core. But we're here in the Bob and Tom, the spacious Bob and Tom studios. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, John.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace. Pat Godwin somewhere in the building. There's Tom Griswold. And I remain Chick McGee. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Let's see now. We opened up with Todd Snyder and the classic beer run, recorded right in this studio.
Toddy.
Yes, sir. God, that's great. Thank you very much. Brings back old times, huh? The spelling. I'm joking, of course, because lately I've been doing a lot of spelling because, like many parents out there, this homeschooling thing.
Here's something.
God, you forget how hard spelling is. And trying to explain spelling to a 7-year-old. Yesterday we were doing something, and I went, that's P as in pneumonia.
I was signing some papers the other day, and I'm doing that.
You committing yourself?
Oh, whoa.
Well, let's shut up. That's a callback. Thank you. And I'm thinking, boy, I can't remember the last time I wrote anything. I mean, other than your signature, you really don't need a pen in your hand.
Write.
Yes, I know. You like to send a letter thanking people for your flowers and your candles and your quilts.
I like to write script. I like to.
Then
I like to
get
do.
on my horse. And
I like to do calligraphy.
General
Yes,
store.
I still write in cursive. Sue me. I don't care.
I think cursive should be illegal, and people who like it should be moved
And
on.
I like a handwritten note.
Total waste of the time of our children. Teach them Chinese.
Oh, for
Remember
God's
when you
sake.
were in school and you got the fancy pen you had to buy? Boy, that caused a fight at the house. It was like $8 or something. It was a plastic oddly shaped pen that was supposed to help you with cursive writing. It was weighted on one end. It looked like Kim Kardashian had a big ass.
Any
on
public
it,
funds that go to support writing cursive should be withdrawn, and people who support it should be executed. Okay, next.
Actually,
total waste of time.
I was just using my stationery that Christy got me for Christmas the other day.
Well, he's given the look that I gave when you asked if he had a cake for John.
Right.
I genuinely use that stuff all the time. You can check. It's in my office. It's about half full because I use those.
No, I have little note cards too. But I print.
Josh,
I honestly cannot write cursive except for my signature. I couldn't
that's
write.
why you don't like it.
Well, you don't write your
I don't like it.
signature.
It's an alternate means that we don't need anymore.
Josh looked at me the other day.
Children should be taught to use a keyboard like the future is going to be all about.
He said,
"How do you think you can give more money to Jeff Bezos? Keyboard. He won't even take it."
He sent me something. Should I send him a thank you note? And I looked at Josh. I went, what? Thank you note.
Which reminds me of one of my pet peeves.
What?
But Christy and Josh send thank you notes.
No, it's when people, if you listen to 99% of the interviews on the radio, and someone will say, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, you can say you're welcome.
Yes.
I've heard it once in the last year on NPR.
Yeah. No, you're welcome.
That's the standard response. You're welcome.
Yeah, people like to hear you're welcome.
Yeah, but it's been somehow lost.
You're exactly right.
Yes, it has.
And it's the cursive people who are responsible.
Oh, it's
I
not
doubt
either.
that.
I think it might be.
Cursive people tend to be more thoughtful, more...
No, they're left-wing commies.
Well, I don't know.
They want
that's
You know what? I bet those cursive people hate eagles, too. That's what
Oh, God, yeah, they'd shoot them.
You know they do.
They're the symbol of America. No, they want to... They got Gus Hall running for president. You ever notice all the Gus Hall posters, cursive?
Gus and Angela.
Oh, Jesus.
By the way, for those of you that don't know who Gus Hall is, have some fun. Google it. It's a joke.
Where's Angela now that we need her? Huh?
Sure, right. Tommy.
You can buy a double eagle $2 coin, right?
Oh, there you go.
0.99% silver.
You know, see, yesterday,
yesterday,
by the way, I went through what did I go to? 720 without even saying the E word.
Yeah, well.
And
a lot of people were jonesing for that first drink, too.
You know, there has been a severe uptick in the drinking game for our show. You realize that.
Of course, people are at home. They're watching it on the YouTube.
Yes, and people can indulge this early because what else is there to do? And,
And we do have Eagle news today.
There you go.
Regarding your Eagles?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
There's an update in
And
their
there's
neighborhoods.
a hardcore fan group out there of listeners to this show who love hearing about the Eagles because they're proud Americans. You see, and
I'm a proud American, and I love eagles, but...
Same here.
well, we have a special treat coming up.
Have the eaglets flown the coop?
No, not yet.
Did you get me an eaglet for my birthday?
That would be
on
so
a leash
cool.
that you could fly around.
That would be
Well,
probably. I'm
don't
just
be
guessing
silly.
the
You
level of
train
illegality.
You train the eagle like
Right.
you do a falcon.
Exactly. I can be an eagler.
An eagler.
Yeah.
You become an eagler. You get a big leather glove and stand out in the middle of a field.
Is that what Don Henley calls his groupies?
The eaglers?
The eaglets.
Don probably can't be bothered with his people who like his music.
In any event, we have an Eagle update coming up today, among other things. Some great stuff going on in the news today. And we do have Mr. Pat Godwin now. Oh, he's hey,
hi.
Pat.
Oh, hi, Pat.
I got a bonus this morning. I was sure it was Thursday when I woke up. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I was just saying to Dean, this is a true story, at dinner last night.
You went to dinner with Dean?
No. I was just saying to Dean this. I was telling him the story at dinner last night. Kelly looks up and she goes, "Oh my God, what day is it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wasn't kidding. It's
right.
And she's really organized. It's just we're all kind of in this.
Yeah, but we're still
weird
going to work.
time thing. I know.
I'd have it together. To
If
know
we
what day
weren't, oh man.
Yeah,
what a
it's
mess.
it's very confusing.
Well, I was asked yesterday what we were doing for Memorial Day. I go, what? When's Memorial Day? And it's in a week.
Every day is
A little over
Memorial
a
Day.
week.
Hey, did you see some cool news? Apparently they are going to run. I guess is it last year's Indy 500?
Oh, they are?
With commentary from various people that were in it. Yeah, that should be cool.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Because the actual race will be coming up
August.
Later.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to
I know.
bet on it?
Yes, Josh. I'm taking bets.
Yeah, take Pagano.
If you remember last year, I did take Pagano.
I think you might. I think he's the birthday
Friend of the
boy's
show.
right.
You're right.
Very good. Very good. Now, Pat, do you want to do the Tom's going to his mailbag song that you've worked so hard on?
Yeah, I really have spent a lot of time on this.
Oh, okay.
Tom's going to his mailbag early today.
Oh man, that is good.
I'm just supposed to mention that it's a digital email bag.
The next version I will. I always I mix it up. It's like jazz.
Yeah.
It's like it's improv jazz.
Jazz, meaning scales. Okay. This involves actually something that Josh brought up. This is an actual letter via email, not in cursive, written from a gentleman by the name of Louis R. Keene, K-E-E-N. Are you familiar with Mr. Keene?
Of green.
He is the mayor of Uranus, Missouri.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy heck.
Well, Your Honor.
He says, "Hi, this is the mayor of Uranus.
Nobody packs
I want
fudge
to thank
like
you
Uranus."
I want to thank you for talking about Uranus yesterday. We talk about Uranuses every day.
2 hours of it.
We've got a couple talking anuses now.
No, by way of background, he wants to know he goes, if you ever want a hillbilly mayor on your show, let me know. I'll gladly tell everyone about time spent in Uranus and some highlights about how hard it is to keep Uranus clean.
Is Uranus?
Love it.
Where is it located in Missouri, Josh? Do you know?
It's on Highway 44.
No, that's
The
not
Hershey,
right.
it's the Hershey Highway.
No, it's on Highway
Farty Far.
Farty Far.
I forgot where in Missouri.
The reason this came up is it's because of social distancing. I'll give you a real quick background check here. The four of us are in this big room. That would be Ace, our engineer, Chick McGee at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. Right over there, in the other quadrant, if you will, is Josh, the birthday boy, in the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. But this is a big room. We've got a pretty good HVAC system keeping the air clean, although I'm going to have that upgraded in the next few weeks.
What? How can you upgrade it?
Because I was talking to my doctor buddy, and he said the air in this room needs to be replaced 37 times per hour.
Here we go. Thanks, Dr. Buddy. We all appreciate you. And
His name is not Buddy, it's Ed.
whatever.
Thank you, Ed. In any event.
Way to go, Ed.
Then Christy Lee is through the glass in what used to be the performance room, and now it's, of course, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Yes, sir.
Then Mr. Godwin is in the other building, which is attached to this building, but you have to go around the corner to get there. I've got all the doors propped open, so I don't have to touch anything touched by the rest of these germ-ridden co-workers. And Mr. Godwin's room has been designated by Christy Lee as the around the corner, the fudge is made room.
Because it's right across from
The bathroom,
the men's
room,
open door,
men's
and
room,
the
yes.
men's room is also propped open. So
How do you know that the air's not recirculated every 37 times an hour?
Because I'm going to have it checked.
Well, because we have to turn this fan on now. Jiminy. I'm sorry.
Papers.
Paperweights are at a premium right now in the studio.
Oh, my hat.
I want to get one of that. There's a company called Big Ass Fans.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
A Kentucky-based company. I first saw one of their fans down in the Bahamas. In any event, I want to get one of those next week. But
He remembers fans he saw in the Bahamas. Did everybody hear that?
I heard that.
when you see a sign on the bottom of a huge fan that says Big Ass Fans, you remember it. The Commonwealth of Kentucky,
Boy, that's
USA.
clever.
In any event, so we were talking about Uranus,
Yes.
because in Uranus, Missouri, there
A fudge factory.
really is a fudge factory there.
Famous
Uranus
one,
Fudge
yeah.
Shop, yeah.
I was not aware of that.
Delicious. They have plenty of billboards and gifts and everything that you can
you
get
go.
when you get.
So we
they
got-
also, I believe, they share an exit with another small town.
They do, yeah.
And this is because this is not a joke. The other small town is called Dixon. Not making this up.
Dixon?
Yes. So that exit, of course,
So
would be
Dixon, Uranus?
right.
Yeah.
So the Twin Cities of Dixon, Uranus?
Yeah.
I hope there's an ATM there.
Wow.
Well, how cool for the mayor to reach out.
That's nice.
There you go.
What's
So,
his name? Do we have a name?
Yeah.
Did he want us to use his name?
Yeah.
Mayor Buddy?
Mayor
It's
Keene?
Louis Keene. K-E-E-N.
Man, and who wouldn't vote Keene, huh?
That's right.
Heck, he's a keen guy.
Yeah.
Keen Mayor?
Writing fun letters
Has
all
he
day.
offered to give us the
Yeah.
key to Uranus?
I don't want it. Thank
Isn't
you.
that a song?
The key to Christie's is, I think, 4 shots of Jaeger and
In an oceanfront house.
I think that's going to require a private jet. Leather seats and a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Lord, Captain.
I'm sorry, where were we? As you can see, the show's already been derailed. And are we on the YouTube today, Mr. Ace? Okay, very good.
Until further notice.
What did Chick tell you yesterday?
Unless you hear it,
No, but and
we're on the YouTube.
We have been having some technical issues sometimes
well,
in the first.
still tell people it's up there. So they'll keep looking. Lie to them a little. It
Okay.
won't hurt you.
We'd love to hear from you wherever you are. Let us know where that is, please. I've got a nice letter here from Tokyo. already today.
Tokyo.
Kodiak, Alaska. So hello.
Where the chewing tobacco comes from.
Hey,
Pinch between cheek and gum.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you put a pinch in Uranus?
Sure, they'll let you
While you're there, you
put
can
some in your cheek and Uranus.
Now, what's the most important thing right now these days is getting some sleep, getting some rest, keeping rested so you can take on what's going on out there. Science shows us that a loss of sleep or poor sleep can really affect your immune system. So you got to, this is so important. I bring this up because I have a question we can answer. Chick McGee, what's your sleep number setting?
100.
That is
I like
firm
that
answer.
firm, and it stays firm, Tom, with the sleep number.
Christy Lee, your sleep number setting is?
35. I'm on the opposite end of the
That's
spectrum.
like sleeping in Jell-O. The point is, if Chick and Christy were a couple, they could both be happy because one side of the bed could be a crisp 100, the other could be whatever Christy just said. So,
35.
Set a consistent schedule. That's important. The
some ice cream.
The sleep number people want to remind you of that. De-stress yourself, perhaps whatever you do to de-stress in the morning, and then make sure that when you go to bed, you haven't eaten for about an hour. You don't want to exercise right before you go to bed. You want to minimize the light. Do some simple things so you sleep better. The most important thing is having a great bed. That's why I recommend the Sleep Number bed. I love my Sleep Number bed. In fact, I've got... this is my second one. I got my first one more than 20 years ago.
My sleep number is 65.
Well,
You never asked?
fascinating.
ask
Why don't you
Josh.
put that on your little Twitter account?
Reader.
What about shipping? Is that
Guy
free?
has his birthday. All of a
Ask
sudden,
him
we
about shipping.
care about his sleep number setting. Discover proven quality sleep for your health and well-being. I truly love my Sleep Number bed. In fact, my doctor called me a couple years ago and said, "Do you really like that bed?" I said, "You're not kidding. I love it."
What's that audio?
That's the Sleep Number bed inflated. And then you let a little air out.
Sleep number bed does not make that noise.
My Sleep Number bed is very quiet. You know what this audio is? A warning shot across the bow. Now listen to this. Save $1,000 on a Sleep Number 360 special edition bed for a limited time. And check all the information out at sleepnumber.com/BT show. They've got a special Memorial Day event going. You will love your Sleep Number bed, I promise you. Coming up, we have Eagle news, a weird Lego story in the news.
Poll has been set for the return for actual racing in NASCAR at Darlington this weekend. And you guys, we partied. You guys have partied. We like to party.
Sure we party.
You ever pull a gun?
No.
Well, you can't have a
That's
party.
not a party.
Ain't no party like an NFL party. We'll have that. PGA news, Joe Buck, sound effects, and do not kiss the ball in South American soccer. Just don't do it.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it.
right.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Friday. It is May 15th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us today. Got a great show for you today. Plus, it's National Chocolate Chip Day. That's right, National Chocolate Chip Day, celebrating and enjoying sweet, tasty chocolate chips. Chocolate chips are a great invention. Certainly deserve a little recognition after all. Where would chocolate chip cookies, cakes, and muffins be without the chocolate chip? May 15th, National Chocolate Chip Day. Go and celebrate today. More of the show coming up after this.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The on-air people at NBC Sports are going to be making less money because of the coronavirus. Company official says the 5 to 10% pay cuts will run through the end of the year. NBC Sports Group President Pete Bavacchia says it's voluntary. He says the on-air people reached out to see how they could contribute to help NBC at a time when there aren't any live sports for the on-air people to talk about. Darius Rucker and Edwin McCain are pushing their fellow South Carolina residents to answer the U.S. Census. Rucker and McCain are part of a 90-second video encouraging residents to be counted. Alicia Keys recently made a video as well, urging New Yorkers to answer the census. And even when Broadway reopens, Frozen will not. Disney, the musical, will not return when the theater season is rekindled. It's the first time an established production has been spiked because of the pandemic. Frozen opened in March of 2018 and was a top moneymaker. It was among the top 5 shows on Broadway in gross and attendance both years. At times, Frozen earned as much as $2 million a week. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Dear moron.
I like this already.
You don't reuse a handkerchief like some uncultured swine, blowing your nose into it and handing it to someone else. This is my favorite part. If someone gives you a fresh handkerchief because you are perspiring, let's say, you return it laundered, ironed, and folded into a square.
Wow! Why you gotta be such a... Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac. Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, man. You know, every morning I wake up in a bad mood. I mean, on top of trying to sell my boat, make rent, and beat probation, there's work, and it sucks. I swear to God it does. First of all, I ain't never even had a raise in like 4 years. The vending machine don't carry Mountain Dew, and what I really hate is when I try to use the phone to call into Bob and Tom, because my stupid boss is always butting in. So finally, man, one day I'd had enough. I stood up, and I said right to his face, man,
"Shut up, Randy!"
"Shut up, Randy!"
Say it to his face.
I swear to God I did.
"Shut up, Randy!"
He deserved it, man.
Donnie Baker.
That's me, and I'm a badass. So anyways, I get rode up, and I said, "Fine, Randy, because the men's room's out of toilet paper, and at least I'll have something to wipe with." I don't even know why I took this job. Maybe it's because I finally passed a drug test. You have to pass it. State law. So anyways, I'll pass it. Then I get introduced to my direct supervisor, Randy. I had no respect for him right away because he wears a fanny pack. I swear to God he does. And the first time we met, he was hanging a sign in the break room. I'll never forget. It said, "Your smile is the most important part of your uniform." So I thought about it. I was like, if that's true, then how come we don't have dental insurance, Randy?
Shut up, Randy!
Plus, his teeth look like Indian corn. I did say it right to his face.
Shut up, Randy!
Shut up, Randy!
Donnie Baker!
I'm a badass. Clean it up, Scotty. Scotty Winkler on lead guitar. That's Todd Boner on bass. Joe Emmert on drums. And I swear to God, them drums are paid for. And I'm Donnie Baker, king of the pork sword.
Donnie Baker!
Porkosaurus.
Porkosaurus!
What about the 3 smoke breaks, Randy?
It's a state law!
We're supposed to get one every shift.
Shut up, Randy!
Randy, you couldn't get to third base with a bowling ball. Shut up, Randy.
He swears to God!
My boat's still for sale, Bob.
Evan Jeff was still fighting it.
622 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Got that request coming up for Brownsburg. You know who you are. Christy's got a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Showers and thunderstorms today, high 74. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 60. An afternoon thunderstorm possible Saturday, high 78. And then a chance for thunderstorms again Sunday with a high of 75. It's currently 66 degrees.
So it may rain, may not. Thank you very much.
May rain, may not. That's right.
Might rain money on you.
Yeah.
How about that? Be listening to Q95. Your shot at some serious cash coming up several times today, so pay close attention. And we're going to get back to the action? Okay.
Yep.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Got to go to the mailbag almost right away, but first there's Ace, there's Chick, there's Josh, I'm Tom. We're in the big room, socially distanced. Everyone's holding up notes. I have no idea what's going on. It's Josh's birthday. Happy birthday,
Tomorrow,
Josh.
yes.
Tomorrow is
Thank
his
you very
birthday.
much.
Is it
But
tomorrow?
this is the
Yeah, it
birthday.
is
This
tomorrow,
is
yeah.
the
Might be
Josh
expected.
birthday show.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's nice.
This is the official birthday show. Don't ask
So,
me if there's anything coming.
Special
That's
guest.
okay.
Special guest, sign in, please.
Oh, who could this be? Pat Godwin? All right.
Special guests will include Bill Sheft, former head writer for David Letterman, and Bob Biggerstaff, comedian.
One of Josh's longtime
us.
friends.
Old friend of Josh.
Hey, buddy.
We'll
We
talk
are
to
old friends.
Mr. Biggerstaff. And
I'm afraid I didn't bring you a gift. I feel bad.
No, please don't feel
where
bad.
does Biggerstaff live?
Texas.
Texas.
I believe. Oh, no, you know what? He did move to New York City. I don't know if he's still there.
But he used to live in Houston.
Houston.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that was a thing.
And speaking of Houston, in sports, former Major League manager and infielder of the Astros, Art Howe, is in intensive care in a hospital in Houston.
Are his partners Dewey and Cheatham?
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howell.
Yeah. Are they okay?
He's got the virus, the Rona. He's 73 years old. Station KPRC Channel 2, we're on your side, confirmed this. He was admitted last night dealing with the illness. First feeling symptoms back on May 3rd.
They say admitting is the first step.
He is the best. He's best known as the manager when Brad Pitt worked with the Oakland A's.
That wasn't
Brad
actually
Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
That was a... I'm assuming that was a documentary from where I was watching.
No, it's based on a true story.
Jonah
of course,
Hill
and
was
the movie was fairly accurate.
bookkeeper for the...
That wasn't accurate.
He also
That character
managed the
wasn't fat.
Astros, the Mets. Brad
Pitt.
Krzyzewski has won the pole for Sunday's race at Darlington without burning an ounce of fuel. That's right. Team Penske driver watched NASCAR's chief scorer, Kyle McKinney, finally plucked the number one ball out of a random draw, giving the 2012 Series champ the top starting position. When the Cup season resumes this Sunday in Darlington.
I don't get why they can't qualify. How are they going to be
Krzyzewski
not social
will be-
distancing going 200 plus miles an hour?
Well, you still have to have your crews there, and you have to be at the track.
All
and,
right.
yeah.
The front row will be Krzyzewski, Bowman, and Matt DiBenedetto.
Okay. Got a letter here. Pat, you got the guitar out? Pat Godwin, of course, joining us from the Around the Corner the Fudge is Made studios. And I'm going to go back to my digital letter machine over here. You'd be kind enough to...
It's email, yes, buddy.
Tom's going back to his digital letters on his computing device. I'm far away from the piano.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you slapped your guitar on.
You asked me to get the guitar.
You did.
I thought you
crazy loon.
You can't do that.
Hell if you do.
It was
hell
pretty
if you
amazing. He picked up the guitar, got it all set, and then played the piano. It was like a Victor Borges bit.
That is like Tom in a nutshell.
That
right
was
there.
surreal. You got the guitar ready?
You can't
Play something on
the email mailbag song on a guitar.
Sonically, it's better on the keyboard.
Okay, timing wise, it's better if you get to it.
Oh, my goodness.
I loved all of it. I thought it was perfect.
I got a letter from
Wonderful.
Tony here.
We're both insane. I love it.
Tony in Knoxville. Hey, Tony.
Tony. Hunky Tony.
Tony writes, my wife left a note for my 10-year-old son to do some chores while we were both at work the other day. He took a photograph of the note and asked, "What does this say?"
Uh-oh.
Because she wrote it in cursive.
That's right. So not being able to read cursive is a form of illiteracy.
Yes.
No, it's writing in cursive is a form of poor communication.
I would say advanced communication.
Why don't you
I am
just
so
maybe do it in the
surprised-
Chinese calligraphy? How about that?
Yeah,
We
I mean,
don't
I think
speak Chinese.
that would take other special
I'm just saying
skill.
it's confusing enough right now teaching a 7-year-old letters and all that stuff.
Well,
And
I'm
then-
sure the
So
school
you're
she
lazy.
goes to
You're
doesn't
lazy.
teach cursive, so you don't have to worry about
I
it.
would not teach her cursive. I'm an American, and I think that it's some kind of foreign conspiracy.
As much as you like
Eastern European socialists.
as much
handwriting
as you like
skill.
everything old, I'm really surprised that you're on this side of this argument.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah.
No, well, it's, again.
Because he's lazy. He doesn't
Now,
wanna teach it.
we have a.
Or he's
have
got
an
bad
NFL?
penmanship.
Can you do the email intro again, please?
Piano or guitar?
Apparently, piano is the way to go. So if you're ready,
He just had to put his guitar down.
And what was it again? You need to look at letters. Lots of letters, digital letters on your computing device.
Yes.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. This comes to us.
If this is another proving your point.
No, it's not. No, it's a suggestion for the show.
I can leave.
I'm staying.
We're always taking.
Someone's paying attention, and I appreciate that. They have taken the time and trouble to write us with this suggestion, and I've already followed through on it.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Well, what am I saying? Of course he did. Why would he ask us? Yeah, go ahead.
You may be familiar with this.
Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King.
He's here.
Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King.
The king arrives.
Tiger King,
This is my son Sam. Is Tiger King.
Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a
It's got kind of a religious feel to it. Whenever we do Tiger King updates,
Your Majesty.
we play that song. Recently on the show, I've been discussing something fascinating in the neighborhood. During these times, I think it's a symbol that two beautiful bald eagles are creating a family right near here.
Bald is beautiful.
Been showing the photographs of these incredible, beautiful, beautiful birds.
Yes.
And I received this suggestion, which I have followed through on from now on when we discuss them.
Eagle King, Eagle King.
That's right.
Eagle King, Eagle
I am now the
King.
Eagle King.
Oh,
Eagle
boy.
King, Eagle King. Eagle King. Eagle King, Eagle King.
I said
Eagle King, Eagle King.
That's not
Eagle King, Eagle King.
Thank you very much. You get the idea.
How long do these eagles stick around?
Not much longer.
Oh, really?
Actually, I think they're.
Where are they going to go?
Where do they go? Their nests are here.
What's the life expectancy of an
I
eagle?
don't know what the life
Oh,
expectancy.
they
is.
live a long time.
They have things to do, and that comes with. By the way, thank you so much for that suggestion for the new Eagle King song, and that comes with a suggestion and a request for another song.
Oh.
Of course, it's Tim Cavanaugh.
Time helps some species come back and grow stronger. I'm glad one creature's endangered no longer. I wanna fry up an eagle just to see. Fry up an eagle, use the Colonel's recipe. It's still illegal, it shouldn't be. I need to know what one tastes like. I wanna fry up an eagle. My curiosity first killed the cat who wasn't that tasty. Frankly, I wanna fry up an eagle. They're dolphin free. Glenn Fry and the eagle said it subliminally. Did it. They're bald. Did it. And yummy. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tim Cavanaugh, the classic Fry Up an Eagle by request from Jim Michael. Thank you.
Hi, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. That was a suggestion to come up with the.
Now we have Tiger King, we have Eagle King, but we can't forget
Pussy King, Pussy King, Pussy King, Pussy King.
That, of course, is the Pussycat owned by Todd Boner.
Right.
Donnie's
Donnie
Donnie's
Baker's
friend.
bass player.
Oh, and of course, we also have.
a lot going
Larry
on
King.
there.
We have.
Larry King. Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Larry King.
So we got your Tiger King, your Larry King, and of course, thank you, Jim, for.
Eagle King, Eagle King.
Okay, we got it. This is great. I'm loving this. I'm sorry. We have to visit the. Are we
Yep,
going to go over to the
NFL.
crazycockwine.com sports desk?
Here's the fun story of the morning. Fun in quotes. Authorities say police in South Florida are trying to find New York Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker and Seattle Seahawks corner and former Redskin Quentin Dunbar after multiple witnesses accused them of an armed robbery at a party. Miramar police in SoFlo issued arrest warrants for both men Thursday. Here's what happened. According to witnesses, Baker and Dunbar at a party a few days earlier in Miami at which the NFL players lost around $70,000 playing cards. According to sources at the card party, the men lost money. One witness told cops the men gambling again a couple days ago, May 13th. An argument broke out. Baker allegedly flipped a table and busted out an automatic weapon. According to cops, some people at the party believe it was planned robbery. The three men were done taking valuables. They went to getaway cars strategically positioned to expedite an immediate departure. At one point, Baker directed a third man who was wearing a red mask to shoot somebody who just walked into the party. Fortunately, that wasn't done.
Yes.
Now, were they wearing the mask because they were social distancing,
Cops
or were
say
they just robbing
the one
place?
guy was wearing the mask. Cops
Well,
say the men.
that's a crime right there. Then
They started to rob the party guests. Dunbar assisted in taking watches and other valuables at the direction
hell's wrong with
of
these people?
Baker.
Aren't they getting paid enough in the NFL?
Thank you, Tom. That's exactly what I thought first time I saw it.
Law enforcement says the men made out with about $7,000 in cash, including
That's it?
about $7,000 and $40,000 in Rolexes and Hublot.
Maybe.
Hublot.
Yeah, it's a watch.
Yeah.
$25,000 for that.
Whoa.
Maybe I ought to
for
learn
one?
how to play cards better.
There you go.
Again,
Jeez.
They are at large.
well, okay.
And thank you, new coach of the Redskins, Ron Rivera. One of his first jobs was releasing Mr. Dunbar. And Redskins Nation, we all scratched our heads. We had a great season.
So
he's a dirtbag.
I'm
Okay.
Never
confused.
mind.
Were these guys playing in the game?
They were playing in the game, a game a couple days earlier.
That they
and
lost quite.
According to reports, they lost a lot of money.
Talk about
Lost
going all
around,
in.
lost around $70,000.
Yeah,
earlier.
well, like I said,
Yeah, exactly.
play better cards, you idiots.
The getaway cars, by the way, a Lamborghini, that only seats two, right?
Wasn't there? An oil change in a Lamborghini is probably $7,000. They just didn't really plan this
A
out.
Lambo, a Benz, and a BMW.
Jesus. And they
Probably.
can't find these guys?
Probably the X5.
Well, Benz has a different meaning when they're in prison.
You know, there's a 7.
Usually followed by over.
You know, there's a 7, a BMW 7. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Oh, you got to have it, don't
oh
you?
my God,
No idea. It's interesting. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
No, I hope they have the worst luck.
Good luck to him. Tom wishes the robbers good
I
luck.
was actually perhaps being sarcastic.
I figured.
The president of the World Baseball Softball Confederation.
Which is it?
Let's not.
Is it baseball or softball?
It says here both, and it says Confederation, which I, for one, am a little more than uncomfortable
I
with.
didn't want to go with apartheid or.
They're making one final pitch to Major League Baseball to send its top stars to the Tokyo Olympics. Whenever they are. Ricardo Fraccari says the one-year postponement of the games is a new opportunity for the MLB. He tells this reporter that because of the damages from the virus, baseball needs the Olympics now more than ever to boost the sport's globalization, expansion, and mass appeal and get it back in the headlines.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
No, I don't think baseball should be in the Olympics.
No, I don't think so either.
You don't?
No.
No.
Okay.
It should.
It's,
Well, but
Basketball is.
There for a while.
What?
Basketball, hockey.
The NBA
is football going to be there next?
Could be.
Hopefully.
It's not very. It's not all that international, though, is it?
How are they going to do that exactly?
What do you mean?
Football?
Oh, God.
They just give the gold to the U.S.
Breakdancing in the Olympics.
Yeah,
breakdancing has
breakdancing.
become like those Guinness World Records. Anything can go to the Olympics.
But I thought breakdancing was over.
No, the Olympic event, the toe jam spitting contest.
Wasn't that big in the 80s?
Yes, it was.
You know, the
yeah.
NBA players started playing because we were the only team sending amateurs there for a long time.
Right.
Everybody else.
I understand. Basketball makes sense, but I don't know.
Baseball. Major League Baseball.
Takes way too long. I don't see that making sense.
I say they send Bonds and McGuire.
Yeah. Oh, some of the old.
Old timers?
That's right. See what happens.
You have to forego the drug testing thing then, huh?
Oh, I bet they're off of them now.
I don't know. They were on so many, it still might be in their system.
How's their hair? How's that back acne? But coming up, we have a song from Pat Godwin. I'm
And
very excited
more
about.
sports.
So grab that guitar, Pat.
It's right here.
Why is it guitar or keyboard?
Play me something on the keyboard.
Just get a keytar and we'll solve all your problems.
Oh, Tom loves the
Oh,
guitar.
man. Can we get a
so
guitar?
Oh,
Yes.
As soon as you see the keytar, leave your seat and go get a beverage because someone wants to pretend they play the guitar on stage.
You know,
Oh, the only thing I love better than a keytar is a melodica.
there are lots, lots
The
of
keyboard flute.
events in my life that I'm not proud of, but I went to a Bruce Hornsby concert. Let's start there.
I like
And
Bruce.
I like him too.
You did the right
Come
thing.
He had an accordion solo. Out in the middle of the stage, just wailing, man.
Oh.
Huh?
And a one, and a two, and a...
No, he didn't do that, but he might as well.
I like the sound of an accordion as it hits a banjo in a dumpster. But you know what would sound great?
What?
Anything if you're listening on Raycon wireless earbuds. And by the way, we have a contest going right now.
I searched the world over for
You
the
could-
perfect earbuds.
You could win the E28s, the E25s, I'm sorry, from Raycon right now. Right? Is that correct? Go to bobandtom.com/contest, or you could buy a great pair. Chick McGee turned me on to these.
Oh, man.
Tell me about them.
They're the best. They're a happy medium between bass and treble. For me, they sounded absolutely the best.
And you can
quick
grab
charging, quick pairing.
We have
Goodness.
we have a very special thing going on right now. The E25 earbuds, 6 hours of playtime, Bluetooth pairing. It's seamless. As Chick said, plenty of bass. And if you go to buyraycon.com/time, you get 15% off your order. Tell me more, Chick.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. And unlike some of your other wireless options, Raycom earbuds are both stylish and discreet. There's no dangling wires or stems, and these do not fall out of your ears. They have specific
Sizing things.
ear hole adapters to fit everybody. And get 15% off your order. Of course, we have a deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/ Tom.
So you've got your con, your com, and your Tom.
That's right.
And your buy. They're all in there.
BuyRaycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. And 15% off right now. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. They're the best. And they cost about half as much as the other guys. Just ask Snoop Dogg. Coming up, we have Kissing Joe Buck. Not
Kissing Joe Buck?
Not Kissing Joe Buck. We have Kissing, Joe Buck.
Okay.
I'd shake his hand.
Alligators, blow-up dolls. I could have said Kissing, blow-up dolls.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And coming up, we have mannequins at the table.
I guarantee there's someone right now kissing an inflatable doll while he's listening to the show.
Morning, babe. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Did you have a good night?
You snored.
Round the bend.
You were the best. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison. It is Friday, May 15th. Good morning. On the way, writer Bill Sheft and comedian Bob Biggerstaff. Hey, buddy. Coming up via Zoom. Socially distanced, and that's good when you're talking Bob Biggerstaff. Coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, buddy.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com sports desk, and this is your Bob and Tom sports update. Former Major League manager and infielder Art Howe is in intensive care in the Houston hospital with the coronavirus. He's 73 years old, and it's been confirmed by a Houston television station that he was admitted Thursday night. He's been dealing with the illness since first feeling symptoms of COVID-19 on May 3rd. Brad Keselowski has won the pole for Sunday's race at Darlington without burning an ounce of fuel. The Team Penske driver watched NASCAR's chief scorer, Kyle McKinney, pluck the number one ball out of a random draw, giving the 2012 Series champ the top starting position when the Cup season resumes on Sunday. And authorities say police in South Florida are trying to find New York Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker and Seattle Seahawks cornerback Quentin Dunbar after multiple witnesses accused them of an armed robbery at a party. Miramar police issued warrants for both men Thursday on 4 counts each of armed robbery with a firearm. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
And now, here's your chance to win a pair of wireless Raycon earbuds, just like the ones Chick McGee wears.
What?
That's right, and here's all you need to do. Download the free Bob and Tom app from iTunes or Google Play. Locate the Raycon contest code on the news feed, enter that code at bobandtom.com/contest, and you're registered to win.
I can't believe I'm saying this. That makes perfect sense.
The everyday E25 wireless Raycon earbuds, their best earbuds yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a compact design that gives you a nice noise-isolating fit.
You don't understand this because your mind doesn't work in a normal fashion.
Right.
All the details now at bobandtom.com. Thanks to Raycon, Chick McGee,
That's a joke.
and the Bob and Tom Show.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Okay, everybody. Hey, ladies, you ready?
Ready, Tom?
Okay, great. Chick, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, Tom. Mr. Griswold.
Thanks. Chick McGee experience, take one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chick McGee, and this is my band, the Chick McGee Experience. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mr. McGee.
Oh, please, girls. After last night, I'd prefer it if you call me Chick.
What? How are you talking about?
Never mind. Since I topped the charts with my last hit single, I've had a few problems, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my cardiologist. Sure, I've been in and out of the hospital, and I've had more than one surgical procedure, but let me assure you, when it comes to the chickster getting down with the ladies, I have never had a problem in that area. All right, everybody. Stand back. Time to get ready. Let's get funky. Get freaky. You know that I love to sing about that stuff so sweet and nasty. But since I did my last record, I've had the occasional angioplasty. Now, ladies, don't you be concerned. There's no need for mass hysteria. Because when it comes to getting putty, I've never had a problem in that area.
Chick, you are a nasty boy. Bring the ladies lots of joy. Biggest stuff we've ever seen. Chick, you are a sex machine.
Give me a whiff. Right on. Solid. Still stanky. Sure, there was some downtime when I had my operation. But now all the ladies are satisfied. Because the old chickster's back in circulation. I admit that I was frightened. Facing death is bound to scare you. But when it comes to breaking off a little something, I have never had a problem in that area.
No one loves the way he can. He's a sexual superman. Always does the ladies right. He can keep it up all night.
Give me some sugar. Shaniqua. Reaching.
647 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast update. Is the word rain in it?
Yes, showers and thunderstorms today. High 70.
Get her! Get her!
Currently 66.
Poor Christy. Man, oh, man.
Hey, it's going to be like this for a long time, so I'm going to be fried.
It's called shoot the messenger weather.
She's going to pee her pants.
I don't care. I don't want any more rain. Hey, listen to win some serious bucks on Q95 today. Thank you. Yes, that feels good, doesn't it? Right there. That's the. Oh, we're back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. There's Ace. There's Chick. There's Josh. Birthday Eve.
Yeah.
For Josh at the orangeinsoles.com sidekick birthday chair today.
53. That's a big one.
Get yourself some orange insoles and get rid of that back pain. Now, let's see. Where was I? Oh, I know. I'm introducing everybody. This is Tom. That's Pat Godwin in the Around the Corner of the Fudge is Made Sweet. He's just around the corner there, but we're trying to socially distance him. We don't want his germs in here.
God, hell
Speaking of germs, Christy Lee's got them, but they're all in the other room.
Yeah, well, I don't have them.
Behind the glass, the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
They have good germs.
In the newsroom over there. And Christy...
She's got that love hangover.
Before we... Oh, really?
What?
Really? Are you standing or sitting? Seriously?
I am sitting right now.
Okay. We can't tell. Because
I know.
She's sitting herself.
That's not why I asked. Let's see now. We are worldwide on American Forces Radio. Glad to be here and coast to coast on great radio stations. But right now, before we get back to the sports desk.
Go back to sports.
We have a story yesterday that we touched on that really blew up. I heard it all over the place yesterday. It involved...
mannequins?
Obviously, there are a lot of tricky parts of getting back to real life in the world, and one of them is restaurants, and so, then it depends where you live and blah, blah, blah. But there's a thing about capacity numbers have been shifted, so you have to do that. And this restaurant started using mannequins, and it became a big story.
Yeah, the Virginia Inn filled its empty tables with mannequins for the socially distanced dining that they're required to do. It's in Washington. In Little Washington, they decided to fill empty tables with different scenes using mannequins dressed in 1940s attire. There's a business meeting. There's a view of a proposal. There
so it's kind of
waiters
cool.
serving wine to them. I mean, it's pretty interesting.
It's kind of creepy, but I thought to make it more contemporary, they should have an American family at one of the tables, all mannequins, and have them all staring at their smartphones.
Right.
Sure.
That would be the more accurate vision.
Portrayal, yes.
We have. And by the way, that's only going to get worse, I think.
People on their phones?
Gosh, yes.
Because with all this social distancing, people are going to forget how to socialize.
Not good for our culture, folks.
So, in any event, it's kind of funny, and this story went berserk. It was everywhere yesterday. And there's actually kind of a
we have a
follow through we'll get to later. But Pat Godwin has written a new song about mannequins. Is that what this is about, Pat?
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, what's the fist thing for?
You'll see in a second, mister. A little Billy Idol tribute.
Oh, I see. Okay.
At a restaurant in Virginia for the business to continue. They need some phony assistance, keeping folks at a distance. I'm a dining with the mannequin, and when I don't have a date, this place works out great. I don't look like a loser or a lonely old boozer. I'm a dining with the mannequin. I'm dining with the mannequin. You can bet I'm coming back again. This baby's a doll, head over heels I'll fall. I'm a dining with the mannequin. I'm a dining with myself. So bring me more top shelf. I'm getting down on one knee, ask her to marry me. I'm a dining with the mannequin.
That would be so creepy if you came alone and they sat you down
with a mannequin.
I'd hate it.
Oh God!
You know what used to creep me out was the Herbie Hancock rocket video with all those animatronic mannequins. Remember that?
Yes.
That really
I'll have to look it up. I
freaked me out.
It was
man.
one of the greats.
Hated it.
One of the great videos of all time.
I don't remember that either.
Gave me the willies. It was one of the first MTV.
Yeah.
That and Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue ran after one right after the other for like 5 years. It was
Video killed the radios.
I love Eddie Grant, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Especially his earlier song.
What earlier song?
Hey, let's get back to sports.
Don't you remember Eddie Grant was in a band called The Equals?
Please stop.
You don't remember this?
No.
I remember the
Tom loves this.
The Stevias. I remember them.
Oh yeah, they're a cover band.
Yeah, they had a song called "Sweet and Low."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, they're Splenda.
Sweet and low,
Sweet Cheerio.
sweet.
You're all wrong. No, this
cereal.
great song. Give this a listen, Josh.
No, I like this song too.
Here it comes. Hey.
It's barely a song. Yeah, barely a song.
Quiet. Great guitar lick in there. Down, down, down. Love that song.
Yeah, it's a good tune.
And Eddie
Dear
Grant
Tom.
was also, this is his solo work here.
Now you got something.
Oh, I love this song.
Oh,
Yes.
the car.
God, what a great songs. Sometimes they're so great when they're so weird.
Yeah,
That and Caribbean Queen, Mr.
Yeah.
Billy Ocean, all that early MTV stuff, man.
Caribbean Queen.
There's something that she's mean. She'll divorce you after.
Now we're
long-
sharing the same dream.
He doesn't pay attention to any of the lyrics. I don't pay attention.
There are some who say Ed Sheeran would never be a superstar if he'd come out in the 80s, if he had obviously been born, because he wasn't cute enough for MTV.
Oh, I think it killed Christopher Cross's
Oh,
career.
absolutely.
He's fat. People said everywhere.
Yeah.
He just wasn't.
You know who'd really
he wasn't
not like him?
He was like not.
Michelle Obama.
No.
Oh, he hates fat people. Yeah.
Eat an apple.
Yeah. Slapping cookies out of kids' mouths.
Here you go, Chunkles.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Dear Tom from Twitter.
Huh? Okay.
You know the Declaration of Independence is
Yep.
written in cursive, Mr. Eagle Lover.
Oh,
So
yes.
Nice, chick. Thank you.
The Rosetta Stone isn't in English.
Just
but
ate
the
it, so.
problem is,
Boy, it would be easier, wouldn't it, if it was in
it
English?
really would be. Yeah.
a lot more
Why
sense.
doesn't everyone just
That's why I love all those
speak
movies.
some
Like,
form of English?
I'm so glad Schindler's List was all in English. Made it so much easier for me. No, I hate cursive, and teaching it's a complete waste of time.
PGA Championship.
Why not teach kids typewriter repair?
What?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
No, it's confusing enough
You know-
learning English to have 4 different versions of every letter.
I remember when I was very excited, I got the turntable and the vinyl, and boy, I found out what a pain in the ass that is to get your music off. Good Lord. And
never works.
I put the typewriter sound effects on my keyboard of my computer.
Yes.
Boy, was that irritating.
That lasts about
it lasts about 20 minutes. You don't
realize what a pain in the ass a turntable is. I'm going to try ours.
Why don't you try ours?
Well, I had Eddie fix it while we were gone.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, I'll try this.
You know, the sound of
Eddie's a good man. I'm sure.
he is a good man.
It's skipping.
Could we get another record?
I think it's
they're readily available.
Let me try this.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's the one.
Okay, I'm going to put a quarter on the tone arm
always
here.
works.
Okay, here we go.
Down.
Quarter's a little heavy.
Still doing it.
Okay, this
It changes the whole song.
I'm sorry. This is why we got CDs back in the day.
Pussy, pussy king.
Yeah.
Pussy, pussy king.
Tiger king, a tiger,
Oh my gosh.
tiger king, a tiger king. Eagle king, eagle king.
Wow.
Me, the Eagle
Eagle
King.
king, eagle.
More sports
king.
coming up, including golf news. We're golfing. We're going to
Good.
golf.
Now we got kissing balls in the news.
All right.
Or not kissing them.
All right.
Seriously.
Whose?
Well, you're going to find out. It just involves another continent, if that's okay with you.
Take a shower.
All right. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. And this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Friday. It's the 15th of May. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on National Chocolate Chip Day. Chocolate chips. Ever had them in pancakes? Oh, yeah. Bacon, pancakes, and chocolate chips. Are you kidding me? Getting hungry. I'm going to have to go get something to eat. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Bill Shaft and Bob Biggerstaff on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump says he intends to prepare the country for future pandemics by restocking the national stockpile. He says that includes bringing critical manufacturing back to the United States from abroad. He announced those plans Thursday while visiting a Pennsylvania medical equipment distributor. The president is also trying to convince the public it's time for states to begin to reopen, calling on Pennsylvania's Democratic governor to open his state. Amazon's getting into making its own brand of personal protection equipment. The online retail giant says it will begin manufacturing and selling plastic face shields. The gear will be designed by engineers now involved with the company's drone program. Amazon says it soon will begin cranking out hundreds of thousands of face shields. The company has already donated 10,000 to nurses and doctors to prevent them from the coronavirus. And when Tristan Vandenbosch, the operator of a mobile platform company, saw his equipment standing idle because of the corona crisis in Belgium, he realized too many families could not see their locked-up elderly in care homes. So two problems created one solution, and Vandenbosch has now been driving his cranes to care homes in several towns across the country of Belgium to lift the spirits of all involved. Families are taken onto platforms carried upwards right in front of the window of an elderly loved one for a long overdue visit. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do a dramatic reading of Since My Baby Turned Gay?
That's right.
Oh, this will work.
My whole world has gone downhill since my baby turned gay. Everything was fine until she went the other way. I don't eat like I know I should. I don't enjoy my livelihood. And nothing don't taste as good since my baby turned gay. I gave my heart to her and then my baby went away. She ran off with a truck driver, name of Lucy May. My pride shattered and my ego shrunk. All I want to do is get sloppy drunk. I never ever would have thunk that my baby turned gay. My centerfold done hit the road. Woe is me, it's a cruel world, 'cause I'm a fool for girls, and so is she. I wash my own laundry now, cook my own greasy chow, sit alone and wonder how come my baby turned gay.
That was great.
And you're not doing commercials? Come on.
You actually go on the road.
Yeah, I think you should.
Class that right up.
Yeah, Richard Bowden and Eric Braden. That's a one-time only performance.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You won't be seeing that again.
What is that? What is that other country song? I love that. All my exes live in Texas.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love that song. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, well, all my exes are infested. That's why I wash my shorts in kerosene.
That's a different version, Eric.
We do have an act. You guys have been rehearsing, haven't you?
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Tom, tell us about your life. You married, single? What's going on?
Married, very happily married. I got a friend going through a midlife crisis. You know anyone like that?
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking me what he should do.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep telling him cheating is like growing pot.
Like growing pot?
You can do it and get away.
101 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. We'll have showers and thunderstorms today. Look for a high of 74. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 60. Afternoon thunderstorm possible Saturday, 78. And thunderstorms likely on Sunday, 75. Right now, not a bad looking morning, 66 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Lanter Eye Care is here right now, and they've been handling things through this COVID crisis, caring for those with emergency needs. And Dr. Lanter is back, as you know. Both Ace and I, a lot in common. We both ski, of course, and we both have multifocal lenses inserted inside our eyes, thanks to Dr. Lanter. Check out Dr. Lanter's Facebook page, Lanter, like lantern without the N. Chick McGee got the Dr. Lanter care. He took care of you with some LASIK surgery many years ago.
Yes, he did.
And they've only got 2 eyes, if you're lucky. Let's hope. You want to have them?
It'd be kind of cool to have 3.
Kind of.
Yeah, that'd be science fiction. But I was saying it'd be better than having 1.
Yeah.
The point is, check out Dr. Lanter, and he's back up and running using all of the, of course, appropriate, very special medical things that need to be done right now in these days of
He's great.
The difficulties out there.
He explained everything
and
to me.
handsome.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Bedside manner, so good.
Very nice. Check out Dr. Lanter's Facebook page. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, happy Friday to you, Tommy.
Coming to you the 15th of May, 2020. The quarantine era continues, sort of.
Happy birthday, Eve, Josh.
Oh, thank you, Christy.
That's right. Josh's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
There may or may not be a special treat coming.
I didn't say a word.
That's
You're
all
the
right
one
if there's
talking.
not. You know, these are weird times.
You going to have a steak tomorrow?
I might grill up some bratwurst. That's kind of, yeah, I really love them. And
You boil them in beer first?
I don't. I
Got
don't.
to, man.
Well, coming up, we will be talking with comedian, writer Bill Scheft.
One of my heroes.
Love him. Comedian Bob Biggerstaff will be joining us right now. Christy Lee's in the other room in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
I am standing now, by the way.
Oh.
I can't tell the difference.
That's what I
And then Chick McGee is, of course, across there. You can see him at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. Ask at your liquor store, where's the Crazy Cock wine in the can, please? crazycockwine.com. If that phone rings, it'll be the track phone hotline. But right now, we return to the sports desk.
PGA Championship will return to Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's Quail Hollow.
Nice. Isn't that a dove?
You know, that's what Mark said when I was rehearsing earlier. That sounds
Rehearsing.
Dovish.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Almost
Wait a minute.
pigeon-like.
You were
Show
That's
prep?
right. That's right. These sounds I make, these offhanded comments aren't just happening. I work on them.
I'd love to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Chick McGee's top 3 sound effects. Go.
Number one.
Golf related.
Got to be golf ball going in the
Okay,
hole.
let's turn off the music. Go. Your number 1 sound effect.
That's great. That's
Perfect.
amazing.
Golf ball going in the
Number
hole.
2
Yes,
is
no.
Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Rock'em Sock'em Roll.
Go ahead. No, you didn't nail it today.
No,
Try it
he
again.
did.
No, he didn't get it.
That was better. That was
Much better.
That's
I think your
bigger
Chewbacca's better than that. Try your
And
Chewbacca.
number 3,
Badger.
I decided that Chewbacca, I can't rehearse Chewbacca. It just happens or it doesn't.
Oh, I like your badger.
Try it.
That's great.
That is good.
That is good.
Yeah. And the Badger.
Badger.
Yeah, your Rock'em Sock'em Robots isn't happening today. I'm sorry.
And the Tasmanian Devil.
Go ahead. That is good.
Or Tom having an egg.
Or any lunch.
Any food
dinner.
at all entering.
Can you do a Bobcat?
Mouth hole.
Can you do Bobcat Goldthwait?
Do you ever notice? Wow.
Wow, you're amazing.
Gilbert Gottfried. It's my new favorite.
Caliendo Schmaliendo.
That's amazing.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Anyway, you're probably wondering what's golf going to be like in 2025.
Not really, but
It's going to be at the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte. I did that so I could do my quail noise.
In 25, 25.
That was a legitimate story.
Golf is still alive.
We're talking about something that's going to happen in 5 years?
Yep. They released that yesterday.
I'm giving people hope.
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll be
Oh, you're
able to
giving
go.
people a reason to turn the channel.
Agita? Giving them agita?
What?
Agita is a nerve condition. Sometimes you have indigestion.
Angina?
Comes from the same last root.
Agita is Italian, I believe.
Same
Tony
last root
gets
as
it a lot.
agitate.
Could you pick up the pace and make it a more interesting? Because this is incredibly boring.
Joe Buck.
I was fascinated, Chick.
Here.
I was too.
That whole chunk I like.
Yeah.
I hated all of it. Do not repeat it ever.
King, pussy, pussy king.
Joe Buck.
Donnie goes on to say something in there at one point.
So fun.
I don't know. I don't think this is Donnie.
Yeah, I don't think it is either, but
Pussy king, pussy, pussy king.
Is this Todd Boner?
Pussy, pussy king.
There's an actual there's a cat in there.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows I'm the pussy king.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Now we have to explain what this is all about because you've got your Tiger King, of course,
Right.
which everybody knows, and we have the Tiger King song.
Tiger King, Tiger King.
Then we have the Larry King song.
Larry King, Larry King.
I like Larry's version.
I do too, just because his voices are so insane.
Then we have I Am Now the Eagle King.
Eagle King, Eagle King.
But Todd Boner is currently living in quarantine with
I don't
Donnie
know how-
Baker.
Correct.
Why
And
do we
Todd
know
has
that?
a cat
Because
that
Donnie
Donnie
told
can't
us.
stand.
Right.
Todd Boner's a cat lover.
He's
And,
setting up the bit you just did.
I know.
No, I'm setting up a bit that's coming, you jackass. I know what I'm doing over here.
Oh no! You know what? Turns out I'm the one that rehearses my quail sound this morning. Now I'm doing it to myself.
You see, because Todd Boner is the Pussy Cat King.
Right.
Right.
Joe Emmerich is the Pussy King.
Emmert.
I see.
Emmert.
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 It's not Emmerich.
King, pussy, pussy king.
Joe Buck.
Oh, God.
Fox Sports lead by play-by-play
Joe
announcer has said the network is considering adding fans and crowd noise for their broadcasts with CGI sound effects.
Don't do it.
You heard me.
It's called sweetening.
Why wouldn't they do
Ever
it?
watch an episode of MASH?
Of course they're going to
Buck
sweeten it. They
says
have to.
there will likely be a season of games without fans, but said he believes Fox and these networks have to put crowd noise under us
Tom has his hand raised, Chick.
to make it a normal. Yes, Tom.
Since
What
when
is
did
it?
you-
Weren't a couple of teams accused of, if you will, sweetening
In the
crowd
NFL,
noise
right?
in the NFL.
At the stadium to disrupt the other team, yes.
Yeah.
They turned the decibels up so they couldn't hear when the opposing team was on offense.
Weren't they putting fake crowd noise into the speakers?
That was the rumor, yes.
Maybe I'm in the minority here. I want to experience this.
Me too.
These sports in the age of COVID. I want to.
Yes.
I want to see what it's like with no crowd and no sound.
Absolutely with you. 100%.
I bet it lasts once and then they won't do
There's
it
no
again.
reason to fake it. We all know what's going on.
Just turn down the sound.
It's like the laugh track on the Flintstones. Who were you trying to fool?
You don't think they had
You mean
people
wait,
in...
you mean
Wait a minute.
Flintstones had a laugh track?
Yes.
I
They
thought my
did?
neighbors and I were yucking it up.
Yeah.
You know what? That brings up an interesting question. Were they cartoon people in the audience, or were they real people?
Right. Yeah.
What do you think,
Well,
Tom?
they were cartoon people.
They
of
were
course.
cartoon
And then I
Did
think
you realize that in those laugh tracks, most of those people are dead?
Of course, Tom.
And were they Flintstones people, or were they cartoon people from when they filmed it?
I think they would have to be when they filmed it, because if they were Flintstone of that
People?
age, they wouldn't be laughing at the jokes. Oh, this is all very factual.
Good point, Josh.
I wish my garbage disposal was that funny.
Right.
Great point. It's a living.
How could you not love
Joe Buck says
the garbage disposal?
I love all that. Love it.
Joe Buck says there'll likely be a season of games without fans. Fox and these networks have to put crowd noise under us and make a normal viewing experience at home. He said Fox is also looking for ways to add in virtual fans.
Yeah.
So the stands don't look empty.
I think people want to see...
That would be great. You have one of those big fat guys with no shirt on, all painted, orange.
They want it to look as normal as possible.
I think we need to own the abnormality.
I agree with you, but I don't think the
Abnormalcy.
majority of people do.
Abnormality, you illiterate moron.
Wow, that was harsh.
Well, if someone says normalcy, change the channel.
Well, everyone says it now.
They're idiots.
Yep, normalcy
Everyone.
is everywhere.
It's probably considered correct now.
Yep.
Isn't that a shame?
It ain't correct.
They said it in our meeting the other day, and you didn't correct the guy.
Because those meetings are too boring. I don't have to sit there any longer.
Right. He was squirming.
He was squirming.
I gave Josh the eye. So where are they going to get the crowd noise? I mean, I assume they're obviously not going to get it from Cincinnati or Browns fans.
Oh.
Don't you think they would that be the way they would do it, though? Would they actually go and get home crowds from last year and play them?
I would think.
Exactly.
That'd be more honest, at least.
It is complicated. I wouldn't want this job.
But
Somebody's going to hit a...
Knowing television, I bet they bring in 80,000 fans, pay them, give them lunch for the day, and make them cheer.
They can't.
Yeah.
Could they have a laugh track when there's a terrible play?
Now, this I would like. If it was some...
Put the sound effects
Waiting for Godot.
America's Funniest Videos underneath them. The bonk. Something like that.
Oh, there's a sound engineer out there dying for
Here you
this
go.
gig.
Here, you mean like this?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped the ball.
Picture this: if
Oh,
they
God.
had like a Zoom type thing with the fans of one team would show up on the screen. And
Oh, you mean you could go to a sports bar in each city and mic it?
Zoom.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of legit.
ESPN does that with the big games now.
Sure.
You can tune to a channel, and there's like 6 or 7 of them watching the game as you're watching it.
Really?
And they're commenting on it, yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, coming up, we have
My
interesting,
new favorite color guy, Joel Klatt.
Interesting medical
Love the
news.
Klatt.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear about this thing with?
Anyone listening to me anymore?
No,
I am.
I have something interesting to say. Anybody hear about this interesting
talk to your people.
story with the reefer and the COVID?
No,
Oh yeah, We got it. We got it coming up.
We got it. Well, okay.
Right now, I want to
You
remind you.
holding?
Pardon me.
Are you holding? You
Yes,
said you
I'm-
got
yes,
it.
not a
I'm-
reefer
yes.
guy.
Yes, I'm holding, and I'm about to unholster it. Right now, I'd like to remind you that Navy Federal Credit Union is the proud sponsor of the Christy Lee Newsroom, and also, Christy, you got some words to say?
Yeah, no one more reliable and committed than the men and women of the military. And that's why, since 1933, Navy Federal Credit Union has been committed to being there for their members through all of life's challenges. May is Military Appreciation Month, and Navy Federal Credit Union is proud to serve active duty military, veterans, and their families.
It's exactly right, Christy. During Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union is celebrating with special offers on all kinds of things: car loans, credit cards, certificates, and more. Now, more than ever, we want to say thank you.
And join Navy Federal Credit Union in thanking our service members during this Military Appreciation Month. It's really easy. You can do this with tweets, posts, captions, and letters, and just use the hashtag Mission Military Thanks.
Now, Navy Federal doesn't just serve the Navy. They serve all active duty members of the armed forces, veterans, and their families, which is why Christy and I are proud members. Our fathers both served in the Army.
That is correct, Josh. Navy Federal Credit Union, our members are the mission.
Navy Federal is federally insured by the NCUA.
We're good at this.
You know I'm done when that guy does his part.
The disclaimer guy?
Yes. The mandatory legal guy. Yeah.
Okay, because that voice is so deep I can't hear it.
Oh, you couldn't hear it?
It's like
Sir, will you try that again? Navy Federal is federally insured by the NCUA.
Try saying Elvira.
Elvira.
Thank you very much.
There's a position open.
Wrong band.
Elvira. Oh, darn.
Well, he quit.
He's dead. The ADD show continues. Coming up, I got a feeling that the track phone hotline is going to ring and it's going to be Donnie Baker.
And we're kissing balls coming up.
And my son Willie's going to call. Yeah, he's got something on his mind. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. You can win a pair of E25 Raycon earbuds. It's pretty simple. Just head on over to the Bob and Tom app in the news feed. Get the Raycon contest code. Enter that code at bobandtom.com/contest. You can increase your odds of winning by entering daily. Hurry, though. You can only enter through this weekend. Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern will be the deadline. That's Sunday night, close to midnight. The Bob and Tom app, by the way, free and available in your iTunes or Google Play Store. Make sure you check it out today, and you could be sporting a free pair of E25 Raycon earbuds thanks to Raycon and the Bob and Tom Show. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The on-air people at NBC Sports are going to be making less money because of the coronavirus. Company official says the 5 to 10% pay cuts will run through the end of the year. NBC Sports Group President Pete Bavacchia says it's voluntary. He says the on-air people reached out to see how they could contribute to help NBC at a time when there aren't any live sports for the on-air people to talk about. Darius Rucker and Edwin McCain are pushing their fellow South Carolina residents to answer the U.S. Census. Rucker and McCain are part of a 90-second video encouraging residents to be counted. Alicia Keys recently made a video as well, urging New Yorkers to answer the census. And even when Broadway reopens, Frozen will not. Disney, the musical, will not return when the theater season is rekindled. It's the first time an established production has been spiked because of the pandemic. Frozen opened in March of 2018 and was a top moneymaker. It was among the top 5 shows on Broadway in gross and attendance both years. At times, Frozen earned as much as $2 million a week. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Your girl complains about the way you love her. It's just the same old mattress dance each time. Nothing's ever new. Wham bam and you are through. Well, why not try these moves I found online? Do the Cleveland steamer or try the donkey punch. The old Egyptian tea bag could be the perfect lunch. She'll love a Gaylord Perry or the old rusty trombone. And a German knuckle cake will really make her moan. She thinks you're immature and sometimes boring. So spice things up and cruise the internet. Google will retrieve some things you won't believe. So give your girl a night she won't forget. Do the dirty Sanchez or try the change machine. The Pasadena mudslide will really make her scream. Try a Roman helmet or the good old minivan, or do a Pittsburgh platter to prove that you're the man. The old Moroccan meatball, a Bulgarian gas mask, the Alabama hot pocket, it's best she doesn't ask. The disappearing panda or the raspberry beret, the San Juan Capistrano just might make her day. Give her the dirty muskie or try the snowmobile. I'm sure a Boston pancake will really make her squeal. Do the big boy combo or the old Swiss Army knife. And if she likes the fish hook, make this girl your wife. Cleveland steam your wife. Then
7:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's got the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Showers and thunderstorms today. Look for a high of 74. Tonight, partly cloudy, down to 60. Afternoon thunderstorms on Saturday, high 78. And a better chance for thunderstorms on Sunday with a high of 75.
Do you
right now,
remember the new jingle?
66.
I do. Scattered thunderstorms. Boom, boom, boom.
Don't blame it on the CarX Man.
I like that jingle.
Yet you blame Christy.
Yeah, you will shoot the messenger.
Yeah,
when it
why
comes
are
to
you
her.
shooting me? I'm sorry.
I was over here reading. What did you just say?
Showers and thunderstorms every day.
Wouldn't that be great on TV? You have the weather dudes and he's sitting above like a ice water, just giant pool of ice water.
I got a better question for you. Do you think there's somebody out there who thinks we're actually shocking her?
Oh, I probably.
I bet there is.
Well, I think.
I, for one, am not here to listen to a woman be.
Okay.
It's not that bad. She's just wearing one of those invisible fence dog collars. I asked Cookie if he could crank up the amps on that to make it really painful. We're working on it.
Oh, thanks. Damn.
Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Remember, we put the F in professional. How many F's are in professional? 3 or 4?
I think 1, isn't there?
I think so. There's a couple of S's in there. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day, featuring Ace Cosby, our engineer, the man, the voice, the legend that is Ace Cosby. Across the way, it's Chick McGee at the crazycockwine.com sports desk.
Dude.
That phone's going to ring in a second. It'll be the beautiful Track Phone Hotline. We just heard from Navy Federal Credit Union because they're responsible for Christy Lee being locked in that room over there.
Yes, they are.
And then the reason that guy can stand up straight and has a good feeling back, it's the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair with Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Mr. Godwin, you doing okay over there?
Feeling good. Yeah, doing fine.
Okay, good. We'll talk with Pat in just a second.
One more sports story.
Okay, well.
That's it?
One more.
Okay. Very
Ready?
quick. Go ahead.
Very quick.
Oh, jeez.
Hurry it up.
Every day this time.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, take your time.
I've heard
If
some
that phone
complaints.
doesn't ring as soon as he starts the story.
I've heard some complaints. What are we doing? Well, but what are the odds of that? Anyway, the coronavirus has taken yet another tradition. There will be no more kissing the ball in South American soccer.
What? Well, that's not soccer then.
The region's governing body of soccer.
Whose balls are getting kissed? Wait a minute.
The refs.
They released a series of regulations from the governing body of soccer, the GBS, to protect everyone's health when competition eventually resumes. Players and officials will be prohibited from kissing the ball before, during, and after the match. Other rules bar players from exchanging uniforms, as they're wont to do, as well as spitting.
That's weird if they do
Wait
it.
a minute.
That's weird if they do it during the game.
Yeah, who
Wait a second.
exchanged uniforms?
That guy's got a blue shirt on.
Yeah.
Spitting or blowing their nose on the field or on the benches. They do that in the NFL sometimes.
I know, it's so disgusting.
They'll trade jerseys in the NFL.
Spitting and on a soccer field should be a yellow card.
Temperatures will be checked before matches, and everyone on the bench must always wear a mask. There's no date set.
Can we tell these soccer players that pretending you're injured gives you COVID?
for when the tournament will restart. Boy, they
diving in that sport.
A couple should get Oscars, man.
Yes.
That is really a performance.
What they should, if they want to prevent the COVID, they should prevent those announcers from going, go! Those guys, when they see that they're spraying spirochete-laden sputum
by
all over
themselves, it's okay.
Sputum, that's a good word. You don't hear that much.
Sputum,
I just made it up. I have no idea.
No, it's real.
Sputum's real, of course.
Smegma, you don't hear smegma a lot.
No, that's because of circumcision and whatnot.
Depends.
Circumcision has nothing to
I believe cheesy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Smegma is that?
Yeah. Can you try to use smegma in your next weather forecast?
Smegma? I didn't know that's what that meant.
It's smegma. There's smegma on the screen. I can't see the radar.
I get that at the restaurant. Smegma on a stick.
Hello,
Really?
Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, I heard you plugging the Pussy King, Joe Emmer.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know that we've got all these new theme songs, and I know that since Todd Boner has that cat, I thought he might be the Pussy Cat King, and I guess, but the real Pussy King is Joe Emmert.
Well, when Joe was in his prime, he was on Tinder, Bundles, and Christian Mingle. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Bundles?
And to manage all the chicks he had in queue, at one time he had 5 cell phones, all active.
Really?
5 cell phones in the same Honda Pilot. Yeah, my best friend Scotty Winkler went road tripping with Joe last winter. He said the Pussy King had all them phones propped up on the dash driving through the night. Scotty slept, woke up and said, "Damn, Joe, you got more screens going than B-dubs." I swear to God. The only buddy I ever had that used our yearbook as a checklist. Well, anyways, I was going to update you guys. This little Chihuahua Peppy, he's starting to win me over.
Oh, is he?
Remember, I've been dog sitting his pup from my hot-ass neighbor, Crystal.
Right.
And I never thought I'd say it, but I love this little guy.
Really? Oh, good.
Oh, nice.
Well, first of all, Boner, my lead bass player, and his cat hate Peppy. And Peppy hates them right back to their face. So that gets him points in my book. And second, and better than Ezra, I took this dog down to see Madam Blitzko.
Right.
My neighbor, who's a pet psychic.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She lives 4 doors down next to that detention pond. And I helped stock the lake before she moved in. She basically been eating free yellow-belly catfish on my dime for years, so she don't charge me. She got the name Madam Blitzko because the more she drinks, the more pet psychic she gets.
Okay.
I swear to God. You probably seen her on TV, Josh. She was on Judge Judy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that lost.
Well, she lost the case because the bear she said was house trained tore off some guy's arm.
Yeah.
But the state paid his court fees and his hook, so he basically broke even.
Yeah, that was a tough case. He couldn't put his hand on the Bible and raise his arm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I brought Madam Blitzko down a bottle of Mad Dog 2020 and Lil Peppy last night, and I figured out maybe she could get a read off his dog. So we're sitting there with Peppy, and the first thing Madam Blitzko tells me is that Crystal, the dog's owner, ain't really into me.
Oh.
Basically, she's using me for the dog sitting. And spoiler alert, she ain't even into dudes at all.
Oh, okay. All right, well.
Which might explain why Crystal's always wearing camo Crocs even after bow season. And
that's a fashion faux pas.
Well, it might also explain the Subaru Outback, too.
I see.
And the next thing Madam Blitzko tells me absolutely blows my mind. She says Peppy's like 5/4 wolf, got wolf in him.
Oh.
Well, I knew this was my spirit animal then. That explained the oversized deuces and huge avocado-sized balls on him. I swear to God. You laugh, but pound for pound, this dog's got more sack than Cujo. And no wonder why he went after Boner yesterday. He tried to sit in my lazy boy, because I knew Boner was sitting in my TV chair when I wasn't around. Because I'd sit in it, and I'd always smell a pepper loaf and could never catch him. But the attack yesterday confirmed it. You know, I was like, that's my chair, Dick. It's already got Baker ass grooves worn in it. And I don't want Boner's bony butt putting a door ding in the stuffing. So, anyways, the pet psychic confessed Peppy wants to stay with me. He don't want to go back with Crystal.
Oh, okay.
And that me and him have a bond, and we're meant to be together like peanut butter and jelly or Simon and Schuster. Then, out of nowhere, just last night, I get a call from Crystal's stepmom. She got picked up down in Georgia with a trunk full of skunks. She's going to be locked up for the next few weeks unless she gets coronis and they let her out scotch-free. So, see, good things do happen to those who do go to pet psychic sessions.
Oh, that old saying.
That reminds me, I almost forgot. I need to go down to Come and Go to get my lottery tickets. Peppy and Madam Blitzko gave me the winning Powerball numbers for this weekend.
Oh, and you can carry them in a little purse. It'll be great.
I could. You know, well, the first thing, Christy, I'm going to do if I win is hire somebody to clean up Peppy's latest mud rocket. That or train him to use Mitzi's litter box. Hell, Boner used it trying to train her, so why not add another?
Why not?
Gosh.
So wish me luck, Bob and Tom.
Good luck, Donnie.
7, 2, was it 3? 7, 4. 4.
Thank you, Donnie. Donnie apparently forgot the psychics. Look, Christy, this is kind of interesting.
What's that?
This is from the Calgary Herald. The headline is Cannabis Shows Promise Blocking Coronavirus Infection.
Really?
I have serious doubts.
Okay. You yelled at me for bringing up some crazy stuff.
You sure did.
Did you see the mouthwash story yesterday? I mean, come on.
What was the mouthwash story?
The mouthwash may be a way to break down the coronavirus.
Well, maybe if you don't use mouthwash, people will automatically socially distance themselves from you.
Man.
I'm a little bit skeptical. Oh, wait a second.
So
Hang on
what
a
about
second.
the coronavirus?
Wait a minute. We got another guest. I see the mustachioed wonder that is one of my sons.
There he is.
There's Willie from his apartment in Chicago. Hey, Willie, how's it going?
Who heard the good news, baby? Put down that face mask and pick on a joint. We're ready. We're defeating it this time.
Have you heard the good news? It's
Willie,
hot, baby.
I'm somewhat skeptical about the marijuana helping. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to smoke it and you're not going to get the corona? Is that the terrible, bad medical research that they're giving us?
I don't know. I got so excited about the headline, I did not read the article.
Oh, so you sent it to your dad just so that we could...
Oh, that's why I got okay.
What I do know is that it's good, though. I was telling you, these California celebrities, they got it right. You're supposed to be smoking more pot.
Okay, well, this is from Canada, but I'm sure that...
Well, it's legal in Canada.
Seth Rogen's Canadian.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
There we
go. Now, Willie, you are still in your apartment in Chicago by yourself.
Still up here. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, still alone.
You taking my advice now, not getting in the elevator?
I am not. No, I'm just taking the stairs. You know, I'm getting the extra exercise, and I'm sure you're very happy about that.
Well, I didn't know what floor you lived on. When I found out you were on the 3rd floor, I talked to your buddy's dad, our good friend Dr. Ed, and he said, do not get in an elevator because the virus lingers in the air for something like 4 minutes. So
I know that you're trying just to not say his last name on the radio, but Dr. Ed sounds like a horse with...
His name is Dr. Ed.
Isn't he an orthopedic guy?
He happens to be an expert on many things.
Okay.
Okay. He's my ski buddy.
Lord.
I know.
He's a ski buddy that's giving him advice on the virus.
No, he was telling me he's an authority on one of the. He was saying that we need to get an air exchange in this room that exchanges the air 37 times.
It does.
An hour.
It's freezing. It moves. Believe me.
It's supposed to change the air out of the room 37 times an hour.
Okay.
That's the going rate if you're in an operating theater.
Well, we're not in an operating theater.
Well, I think it's the same thing.
It's
the same thing.
Operating theater.
Yeah.
So now you...
I consider this more important.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my life.
Because he was telling me when you're doing surgery, you got to make sure that the air is fresh because you don't want an infection to enter.
Well, of course, but this isn't...
And then I think he said that's what we should do for this room. That's what I interpreted.
Okay.
But I was doing so at the same time, so I wasn't listening very carefully. So I'm sorry. So Willie, you are taking the stairs now, not getting in elevators. That's a good move.
Yeah, I'm taking the stairs. You bet.
Do you wear your face mask when you're taking the stairs?
I do. I got it right here. There we go.
Okay.
Proof.
Okay.
Right.
By the way, I had some new face masks made. I'll send you one.
Very cool.
They've got kind of a nose thing for you. It's more like a jock strap than a face mask.
Oh, great.
The cup thing. It's got it.
I'd like to try it to see if my glasses don't fog up as much.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I've been using a trick to keep them from fogging up, but it's...
what is that?
Contacts?
Taking them off?
Wash them in soapy water right before you go out, and it makes it less foggy.
But aren't you looking through a haze of soap on your glasses then?
I rinse the soap off the lenses.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Well,
Willie's still mustachioed.
Yes. It's coming in really good. It's really...
No.
It's rather Paul Blartish.
Chico and the Manish.
It doesn't seem like it's grown. Are you trimming it?
You know, you guys, I'm trying to become a man here, and I feel like you're really just shooting me down. I feel like a little boy.
Well, it's
I'm trying to be.
Well,
the mustache screams man. The giant zit on your forehead screams teenager.
Yeah, that is an oily one, isn't it? Right. Yeah, you might want to pat that one down. Now, do you have a quiz for us today?
I do have a quiz. This is I teased this one last time. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this.
Okay, how does it work?
It's hard. So it's a multiple choice. There's 3 questions and there's 3 answers.
Okay.
And it's tough. This time we have Chick McGee. How fun is that?
Oh, here we
I
go.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying here.
Yeah.
We got Chick McGee, chickadees, or chicken wings.
Okay.
All
Chick
right.
McGee, chickadees, or chicken,
Chicken wings.
Okay.
Now, am I exempt from this? Because I'll know I would think, right?
We'll see.
I should be.
So
Okay.
what's the first question?
Question number 1. This North American bird is named after the sound it makes, a distinctive chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I'm going to go with
Wait a
the
minute. Hold
chickadee.
on. Wait a minute. Hold it. Now, what was that sound again?
Sorry, it's something like chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Now so, can you do your bird sound effect for us, Chick? What is that again?
That's a quail.
It's a pigeon.
Sounds like a pigeon.
It's a quail.
There you
No,
go.
So
pigeon.
what does the chickadee
Bobwhite
sound
bird.
again? How does the chickadee go?
Sorry, yeah, it's chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yeah, then I'm going to go with chickadee on this one.
I'm going to say chickadee.
Yeah, I'll say chickadee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Okay, you're right. But yeah, 2 and 3, not going to be as easy.
All right. Okay.
Question number 2 of Chick McGee, chickadees, or chicken wings.
Right.
Is deep fried chicken drumette or flat
Yes.
is typically tossed in buffalo sauce.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's
gotta be.
me.
I'm gonna go chicken wings.
I'm going chicken wing too. Everybody.
There we go, chicken wings. My favorite food.
Question 3. Go ahead.
I got to make these harder. Question number 3. This broadcaster began his career in West Virginia and is well known for his smooth voice, good looks, and of course his signature catchphrase, "How about ya?"
How about you? Oh, he's well known for that.
My man.
That's your Chick McGee. That was a great
Thank
quiz.
you.
Thank
I
you.
knew Willie would be a fan of How About
yeah.
You.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about it. How about ya, hibachi? I'm on board, baby.
Now, can you give us the teaser for our next quiz coming up next week?
Yeah, so the teaser for next week is Seth Rogen, Joe Rogan, 2 comedians, or Hulk Hogan, brother.
Okay.
All right.
Hogan.
Brother.
Hogan.
What are you gonna do, brother?
Hogan.
Triple H.
Okay,
Love it.
thanks. Okay, so now do you have enough? What do you call it? You don't go with reefer. You go with you have
I just call it-
the legal marijuana.
Yeah, I just call it weed. I call it pot sometimes.
Now, what brand do you have? What's it called?
What brand? They're not brand. I have one called Skittles right here that I like a lot. It's a sativa strain, so you can smoke it and you don't get too sleepy.
Okay.
And what's the other one?
The other one, let me see if I have any.
Indica mellows you out, right? That's the.
Yeah, it's indica, indicouch, sativa, sativa up. And I don't know the names. I don't care so much about the names. I just kind of like pot.
Now let me
Well,
ask.
then how do you know which one to buy?
I just say, is it an indica or is it a sativa?
Gotcha.
To me, the difference. I'm not like some sort of sommelier. You know, I don't know. I just like.
Okay.
It sounds a lot sadder when I say it this way, but I just like getting stoned.
You're right.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, all that tuition for all those 7 years of college. Is it 7 or 8 years of college you've been in?
You know, I feel like we're getting a lot into the details. There's zits we're talking about. There's rules of games. I'm just here to have fun.
I have a zit on my nose currently, Willie. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, my sister, who's a well-known international fashion model, said to me at one point, "Well, I'm over 70 now, and I still get the occasional zit."
Yeah, it's not fair.
Right when I have to shoot a cover.
Willie, what will you do as soon as you hang up with us? What is a normal morning for you?
So usually I've been going on these nice little walks. It's nice, and I kind of I go on one-way streets the other way, and I walk in the middle of the road like a king. And but today it's kind of crummy out, so I think honestly I'm just gonna watch The Sopranos, and I'm gonna stare at my phone trying to think of funny tweets for like 8 hours. Just think about one for 8 hours, and then maybe put it out maybe, and then probably delete it.
Save it in
right
your
away
drafts.
afterwards.
Save it in your drafts for a day. Sit on it for a little bit, and then
Did you
My
hear that,
drafts
chick?
are so full.
Did you hear that?
I have so many drafts.
I heard it's the Griswold Sopranos.
Did you hear that? Yeah. Wow, that was amazing.
Like
The benefits of
accent.
father like son.
The benefits of a classical education.
About that genetics, huh? Gregor Mendel had
I'm a real douche. I'm a real douche.
I'm just saying.
So, Willie, do you buy your pot from like a dude, or do you go to one of the stores?
From a dude.
Actually, I buy it from a medicine man, Dad. What do you want me to say? I just get it. It's just.
Well, do you go to a dispensary?
I go to dispensaries. Yeah, I do it the whole legal way.
Okay.
Do they socially distance at the dispensary?
You know, did I tell you guys this yesterday? So they have people, they have to wait outside, and I saw someone waiting outside, and they grab it for you from inside, and they give it to you outside. But I saw a legal drug deal happen on a street corner. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Like, the two guys nodded at each other. It looked very illegal, but it was completely legal.
So you don't get to go inside?
No, you go inside to like wait in line, and then you go outside. It's a very complicated process. It makes buying weed out of a Corolla seem incredible. Yeah.
Well, you remember my story about Hastings. He likes weed every now and then, but he misses the process of. Now you need me to pull into your driveway and flash my lights twice.
Right.
So, yeah, he misses that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Willie. We'll talk to you again. Be working on that new quiz. What is it? Hogan, or what is it?
Hogan.
No.
Rogan, or
Yeah.
Hogan. Yeah.
Rogan, or Hogan.
Rogan or Hogan.
We'll
By the way, you said thank you. I will say you're welcome.
Yes. Very good. Very nice.
You're learning. Okay, coming up, how to get out of a Zoom meeting and why you should bang your head on a tree.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
I know we've mentioned it a couple of times this week, but it's worth mentioning again because it's for a good cause. Every dollar spent at the Bob and Tom store for the foreseeable future goes directly to feeding America. Buy now and buy often. Just go to bobandtomstore.com. Any hat, T-shirt, sweatshirt, anything at all at the store that you purchase, every single dollar goes directly to feeding America. So feel good about yourself, and maybe it's time to support that Bob and Tom fan in your life and feed those in need at Feeding America. Go to bobandtomstore.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
I'm Chick McGee from the crazycockwine.com sports desk, and this is your Bob and Tom sports update. Former Major League manager and infielder Art Howe is in intensive care in the Houston hospital with the coronavirus. He's 73 years old, and it's been confirmed by a Houston television station that he was admitted Thursday night. He's been dealing with the illness since first feeling symptoms of COVID-19 on May 3rd. Brad Keselowski has won the pole for Sunday's race at Darlington without burning an ounce of fuel. The Team Penske driver watched NASCAR's chief scorer, Kyle McKinney, pluck the number one ball out of a random draw, giving the 2012 Series champ the top starting position when the Cup season resumes on Sunday. And authorities say police in South Florida are trying to find New York Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker and Seattle Seahawks cornerback Quentin Dunbar after multiple witnesses accused them of an armed robbery at a party. Miramar police issued warrants for both men Thursday on 4 counts each of armed robbery with a firearm. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Oh, boy.
He's loosening up. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see him getting ready. Ace, take it away.
Why'd the bagel go into the bar?
I don't know, Ace. Why did the bagel go
He
into
wanted
the
to
bar?
get toasted.
You know what? Sometimes simple, in and out.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Do you enjoy the taste of yogurt, but you're tired of paying those high prices? Then try the new product that everyone's talking about. It's not really yogurt, but you can't tell the difference. We call it Hawkers. Hawkers, the imitation yogurt. And it's so inexpensive, you won't have to pay through the nose.
Try some Hawkers, and you'll say that really hits the spot. Eat some Hawkers every day. It tastes like yogurt, but it's not.
Honey, I got you a snack.
What is it?
I'm not telling.
Come on, spit it out.
Here, just try it.
Is it custard?
No, it's not.
Is it pudding?
No, it's not.
Well, what is it?
It's Hawkers.
Hawkers?
Yeah, Hawkers, the imitation yogurt in the green cup.
Hawkers, try a cup. It really hits the spot. Just $1, cough it up. It tastes like yogurt, but it's not. It tastes like yogurt, but it's not.
Hi, I'm Hal Hawker, head honcho at Hawker headquarters here in Hilton Head. For 100 years, my family's been making Hawkers. Look for Hawkers in the green cup with the picture of Peggy Fleming. With a name like Hawkers, it's gotta be green. Like we say, hip hip hooray for Hawkers.
That's Hawkers. And for a tasty new treat, try frozen Hawkers. Available everywhere this winter. And coming soon, it's Boogers Imitation Raisins. Boogers, we're the one to pick. Hawkers, a division of Frigamall Industries, Louisville, Kentucky.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We were talking about something earlier, which is when you're on a plane. Sometimes you don't want to talk to people. Sometimes you do.
I make sure that I have a headset on all the time.
See, I used to do that all the time.
I do the same, but I had a guy tapping on it.
No way.
Yeah.
Can you turn that down?
And I'm like, how do you ignore a guy tapping on your big headphone with the light on? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, so, and he just started the small talk, like business or pleasure. And I'm like, music. I'm into the music. So I had to kind of take him off and be polite, and it was very awkward.
I'll bet.
Yeah. That's quite an invasion, I think.
It's
You
very
never
much
tap on
so.
somebody's headset.
Yeah, no kidding.
Plane's on fire, sir. Oh, okay.
That's your personal space. No one's supposed
I
to be
think
in
so.
there.
Was it John Candy? Because it sounds like...
Hello, friends. 746 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. And here's
What I missed.
Mr. Crazy.
Oh, there's a little unreasonableness about something I just said. Sometimes I talk in terms that are magic.
No in reality at all.
No. It's about the magic of the moment. Christy, can you update me on the weather, please?
Showers and thunderstorms pretty much all weekend. That's all you need to know. 66 right now.
Let's hope you're wrong.
Let's hope I am.
Okay, good.
Saturday looks the best day.
Okay. Yesterday there were some really nice parts of yesterday. We did
Yesterday
okay.
evening was awesome.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, program that defies logic in almost every way by somehow surviving. Let's see, where are we? We are in the middle of a quarantine.
Yeah.
What is it now? I hope it's even the middle. God knows. It's the 15th of May, 2020. Let's see, where is this? Okay, and there we go. There's Ace over there with his. What's the name of that team again?
New York Guardians.
You've got the word defunct. Thank you. Hey, and
Suspended play.
Is there a song about defunct?
Out of business.
Get defunct. You got to get defunct.
What is the first day of the quarantine officially? Do we know that date?
Well, I think it varies depending on where you are.
State.
Yeah, I'm not
I think we're 8 weeks in, right?
Just like the recovery.
Josh and I were having an argument about if this were all over immediately and we could go wherever we wanted, what restaurant would we go to?
Yeah?
Yeah. I named a couple places that were incorrect, apparently.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can't, sorry.
Really? Tom was judging your restaurant choices.
A lot of this. Oh, well, this restaurant. You like that place.
Well, their food has a certain their food has a certain quality that you get when everything is frozen.
Oh my gosh! Hey, by the way, it's National Chocolate Chip Day.
Now we're talking.
Now, can they be in a cookie, or do we have to just eat them by the handful?
You can do
I'm
it.
fine either way.
Yeah, me too.
Handful.
Banana bread.
Okay,
whatever.
now we have.
You ever get a scoop of peanut butter and dunk it in the chocolate chip bag?
I have.
You damn right you do. You darn right you do.
God, they're good.
Now let's see. I want to identify the fact. What is it? Tomorrow is the Josh Arnold birthday celebration.
Do you have a big celebration planned?
No, I think it'll be a relaxing. Hopefully,
you're doing brats, right?
Yeah, do some grilling and just chilling out.
Won't your girlfriend cook for you since it's your birthday?
No, she's offered to do that, but I like it. I find it relaxing.
What time are we supposed to be over there, Tom?
Yeah.
I can't make it. Okay.
Oh,
we're gonna do a drive-by, right? Wave.
Oh yeah, we should do a drive-by.
Oh, a little parade.
Yeah, the drive-by birthday parade is the big thing now.
Interesting how the word drive-by has evolved.
Yes.
Used to involve a rifle.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Now it's balloons.
Christy, I'm 42 tomorrow, so you got your spanking hand ready?
Oh,
42.
42.
Where
got
was
a
I
glove.
when I was 42?
I got a glove for you if you want to do the old,
No, I don't want to do that.
Oh.
Where were you when you were 42?
Special birthday thing.
I think I was right here. Probably.
Yeah, we all were.
42.
It was a very good year.
It started with 19.
Oh, now you're the same age as Pat, Jay, Josh.
Oh yeah, Pat and I very.
Yeah.
Now
you're both 42.
A couple quick things. Oh, Pat, we've been neglecting you, Pat. Pat's
No, I'm fine. I'm enjoying the show.
The around the corner fudge has made room. You doing okay?
Yeah, it's hard to keep your distance from people, loved ones, for example. They say keep your distance, keep your distance. So I've written a song about this situation from my point of view.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Keeping My Distance.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Look forward.
Oh, here we go. Very dramatic. They say they want me to stay 6 feet away from my grandma. Well, the closest I've been is 6 feet away since 2002. They say I can't give my grandpa a hug, and quite frankly, I don't want to. Hugging grandpa would need a court order and an exhumation. I've been 6 feet away from my grandparents for a while now. I don't need your insistence. Trust me, I've been keeping my distance.
How about that?
You don't hear the word exhumation in songs very often.
I love Chick's backup vocal. That was nice. Let's call that.
Yeah.
That's, of course, Chick McGee at the crazycockwine.com sports desk.
Thank you.
I can't help but notice when I look through the glass, I do see Christy Lee, and she's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And Josh, the birthday boy.
Yep.
It's the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair.
Yes, indeed.
And the cake's coming when?
Those are the gifts that keep
Would
on
you
giving.
shut up about the cake?
Cake coming?
Would you calm down?
I don't need a cake. You know what?
Let's all guess the cake.
Being in the company of all of you is dessert enough for me.
I kind of know what. I think Christy and I both know what the cake is. So
No, you
we're
don't.
out. Yeah. Well,
We don't know what it is.
you asked us, and we gave our opinion, and now you totally ignored what we told you.
No. I got your opinion on what kind of cake.
Not what the cake is.
Wait, hang on a second.
If there is a cake.
If there is a cake, thank you for doubling back on that.
Way to cover.
If there was a cake, I got from you. I called you guys, and I got the flavor that Josh likes.
Right.
Because I'm sure he's mentioned it, and I forgot.
We both had the same one, so I think we were right.
Okay, so we got the kind of cake it would be if there was going to be a cake. If
Right.
Amy were driving over here, for example, with the cake.
Yeah.
But you don't know because
In the front
Amy is famous for making the cakes of anything. And remember,
She made the house, Josh's
when
house
Josh
once.
when Josh was getting his brand new house, I snuck over there.
No, it's a used house.
Yeah,
It was new to Josh, so I went over there and took
Yep.
pictures of it, and then Amy created she made a
Yeah.
copy of his house out of cake.
Of course,
awesome.
Josh's neighbors to this day are suspicious of him because there was a strange man
taking
when he
pictures.
first moved in of him taking pictures of the neighborhood.
But you don't know what the shape of the cake
No, we
will
don't.
be.
I have a guess. I'm not going to say it out loud.
The arena where the Blues play is my guess.
It's not quite that elaborate. We had a limited amount of time.
Face mask.
Yeah, because you didn't know his birthday was coming
until
last year
Yesterday.
at the same time.
No, Wednesday, I think we told you, right?
I was on a walk Wednesday night when I texted you guys. That's when I found out.
Tom is often accused of not remembering things.
That's only because he forgets.
That have been discussed before or whatever, either because he wasn't paying attention or listening. I believe we do have audio evidence of such an event.
What's that?
Really?
It's going to be sent to you
That's
presently.
interesting. That's interesting.
Nice.
I have not heard it myself. I've just been told that this is further proof that...
you say a lot of things and then you contradict yourself, not instantly, but you do forget things.
But we
that
keep
you
track.
say. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So, in any event,
when that evidence arrives, go ahead.
if there were to be a cake arriving in
And here, ladies and gentlemen,
in about an hour, I've been told. If there were a cake to be arriving in about an hour, it will be the flavor that you like, according to Chick and Christy. But
Yeah,
you
so
don't
if
know.
it's
You
wrong,
don't know what it
it's
will be a
us.
tribute to.
All right. Well, this is wonderful. Thank you very much.
This is Tom remembering and forgetting and then remembering from this morning. Ready?
Go ahead. In Uranus, Missouri, there is
a fudge factory.
There really is a fudge factory there.
Famous
Uranus
one,
Fudge
yeah.
Shop, yeah.
I was not aware of that.
We only talked about it
all day yesterday.
Yes.
And this is November 2017. Tom Griswold.
I also didn't have time to stop, Tom, off of Highway 44 on the way to Springfield, the Uranus Fudge Factory in Uranus, Missouri.
That's not true.
I promise, and they know what they're doing.
Is there a sign when you're trying to go in the back road saying around the corner fudge is made? There has
but
to
it
be.
says the finest fudge is made in Uranus.
Yes, yes.
No.
I promise.
What about milk? What about lemonade?
Yeah.
Those are on the upper. Let's see, milk is on the upper level.
Right. And lemonade's right.
And
Yeah,
lemonade's
that would be
just, in
that'd be
front of
great
it.
if they did that.
Yes, yeah.
We got a letter this morning from
That
the
was
mayor
from
of
3
Uranus.
years ago.
Wow.
I can't. My mind is crammed and stuff. I can't.
We only have a limited amount of brain cells. You know.
Sure.
Although they say now, with since you don't have to remember phone numbers anymore, that's opened up a little.
That's
Freed up some space.
That really does free up memory space when
I
you
think
do
so.
stuff like that. That's
I think so.
interesting. I think
Those
that's
cells don't just kind of rot away, not being used.
kind of vomit them
moves
up.
in. So the point is, we have to get back to the sports page.
Nope, I was done.
He's been done for an hour and a half.
Everybody in the room knows
God.
I'm done.
No, you were going to say you got a letter from the mayor of Uranus. That's where we were.
I'm surprised that you don't remember me ending sports because you look so forward to it.
Yeah, we did get a letter from the mayor of Uranus.
How about that?
Name is
Brownie.
Louis R. Keene, Keen. In Uranus, a real place.
Yeah.
In Missouri that I'd forgotten.
Between Rolla and Lebanon.
Okay. And
Lebanon, Missouri, of course.
He is offered to be interviewed. I'm not sure.
No, thank you, but yes,
We're
going to pass. It's a big no. But
And coming up, we have what, Christy?
Well, we have a church that's going to be suing Zoom because of some porn.
Oh.
We have more people turning to nudism during this pandemic.
Oh, really?
And this doesn't come as a surprise to me, but men are less likely to wear face masks. And we'll give you the reason why coming up.
doesn't come as a surprise to me.
Men are insensitive animals.
Oh, boy. Always with the shot. Always the dig.
You know that there is a guy
Yes.
who has taken that face mask and turned it into kind of a bikini underwear thing.
Absolutely.
What?
And then puts it on his face?
Sure.
No.
Oh.
And that guy might be me tomorrow.
Who is that masked man?
And would you have sex with a robot coming up?
How hot is it?
The robot?
Yeah.
Oh, or the temperature.
How desperate
Yeah,
am
those servos can get pretty heated.
We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Win a free pair of wireless Raycon earbuds. Just locate the Raycon contest code in the Bob and Tom app on the newsfeed. Then enter it at bobandtom.com/contest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the
Two
night.
of the funniest, brilliant comedic minds in America on the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday. Writer Bill Sheft, who used to work with David Letterman, his right-hand man, one of the people that helped with his monologues. Writer Bill Sheft, will catch up with him, see how he's doing during this stay-at-home orders. Bill in New York City. And comedian Bob Biggerstaff via Zoom. We'll catch up with Bob. Hey, buddy. See what Bob's been up to as well during these stay-at-home times. It's going to be fun, and you're going to be a part of it right here. I'm Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump says he intends to prepare the country for future pandemics by restocking the national stockpile. He says that includes bringing critical manufacturing back to the United States from abroad. He announced those plans Thursday while visiting a Pennsylvania medical equipment distributor. The president is also trying to convince the public it's time for states to begin to reopen, calling on Pennsylvania's Democratic governor to open his state. Amazon's getting into making its own brand of personal protection equipment. The online retail giant says it will begin manufacturing and selling plastic face shields. The gear will be designed by engineers now involved with the company's drone program. Amazon says it soon will begin cranking out hundreds of thousands of face shields. The company has already donated 10,000 to nurses and doctors to prevent them from the coronavirus. And when Tristan Vandenbosch, the operator of a mobile platform company, saw his equipment standing idle because of the corona crisis in Belgium, he realized too many families could not see their locked-up elderly in care homes. So two problems created one solution, and Vandenbosch has now been driving his cranes to care homes in several towns across the country of Belgium to lift the spirits of all involved. Families are taken onto platforms carried upwards right in front of the window of an elderly loved one for a long overdue visit. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
According to Will, the FBI surveillance van outdated and overused as a Wi-Fi network.
Oh, well, really, Will?
I would suggest using...
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
This is really good. 5G COVID-19 test tower.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Last call, announced the barkeep, and then their eyes did meet. Betty the bearded lady and Tom the 4-inch freak. No relation to you, Tom. Tom lowered his voice and made a pass. What are you doing later? Betty thought as she stroked her beard. Nothing, sweet potato. People pointed, jokes were made, but it fell on 4 deaf ears. Tom thrust his tiny shoulders back and ignored the painful jeers. Betty, he said, the world can be such a cruel, unfeeling place. She said, I know, my little pumpkin, and kissed his tiny face. She carried him through the parking lot to the woods that lay beyond. Never before had either felt such an instant common bond. Betty, he said, gazing down at his tiny platform shoe. Tonight I would like nothing more than to make sweet love to you. She said, I'm a virgin. He said, so am I. She said, don't you think that's weird? He said, not really. I'm 4 inches tall and, you know, you got the beard. She pressed him tight against her bosom. He inhaled her perfumed air. He covered her neck with tiny hickeys and stroked her facial hair. The moonlight danced off his cowboy hat. She giggled and she swayed.
Oh, too, at Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Happy to be here. Your shot at some serious cash on Q95 coming up once again. Also coming up, I have that request for Greenwood. I think you know who you are. You know what it is. In the meantime, Christy Lee has the weather forecast that would include Greenwood, Brownsburg, Indy, whatever you got. What do you got, Christy?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Showers and thunderstorms today. Look for a high of 74. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 60. Afternoon thunderstorms possible on Saturday with a high of 78. And a good chance for thunderstorms on Sunday with a high of 75. Right now, 66 degrees, cloudy skies.
And once again, the new jingle. Scattered thunderstorms. Boom, boom, boom. Don't blame it on the car X, man. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see now. The weather forecast lately, a little bit insane. We were below 30 degrees. Was it just last weekend? It was 28 degrees
Yeah.
on Saturday morning. And,
Now we're right into summer.
Now it's going to be around 80. That's what it's all about. And that's what Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing is all about. What I'm talking about is being prepared as your HVAC system goes, sister, brother, summer, winter. Well, I don't know what's going on. You got to get that stuff checked. And also today, Chapman Heating stepping up.
Please revisit Chinatown before you keep doing that, please.
Reference to a classic movie. The point is today is a free gas Friday courtesy of Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. What's it all about? We'll go to Q95.com.
What's it all about? Chinatown. Chapman.
You can find the details. Try to help out some of those great healthcare workers and first responders with some free gas. Check out the details, Q95.com. Thank you, Jeff Chapman. Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, etc. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Sorry, we have an issue over here.
How about you?
Yeah.
Get to it in just a second.
How about you, baby?
That was a good one.
Let's see. My idiocy continues.
What happened over there?
He's lost something.
Want you to spill something?
No.
Just hit a random button. It's okay.
Just
blurt out anything.
I got coffee this morning.
Well, that's the problem.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
You forgot your coffee somewhere.
You made your coffee and forgot to bring it in.
Forget my coffee.
And you know, last time it was sitting in the microwave for a day and a half.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I'd offer to go get it for you, but you know I can't.
No, it's
touch
not
it.
there. There was a problem with it. I'm very pleased that my favorite coffee is now available in tea bag form.
No. See, last time when he came in here, he had his hand over his cup, like protecting it from germs.
That's because you infected morons are all breathing in this room.
A lot of people say, you and Tom, do you really hate each other? And I say, no. Tom hates everyone. As long as if he doesn't know you, he's fine with you. He loves you. He enjoys conversing with you. As soon as you become close, give it up, baby.
Introduce us and then tell us what you did to your coffee.
No, I'm not going to introduce anybody. You can figure out who they are when you're on.
All right, then what'd you do with your coffee?
They're like tea bags.
Right.
So they're obviously little bags of
So you have
coffee.
to steep
So they
them
can't
or
be tea
steep
bags.
them.
Yeah.
Steep
They're
them.
bags, coffee bags.
It's great. And you put the water in, you got great coffee.
Right. So go on.
I just want to, if in case you have one of these, just want to give you a little tip.
Okay.
Make sure that when you
is there no end to you
when
sticking
you
your
cut
nose
the bag out of the bag, you don't pierce the tea bag part.
Oh, so all the coffee grounds were in your cup.
Well, isn't the cutty part? Why are you
Isn't
cutting
there
the
like
tea
a
bag?
tear off?
Yeah,
Can't you
there's
just
no
tear it?
perforation. Or?
I don't know.
What part
I
of the tea
don't
bag
know.
do you normally cut?
I'm sure there's
I just got these. They're brand new.
I'm
and
sure there's a tear.
Oh, there is over here. Oh,
Yeah, you don't need to cut.
I've been using my scissors.
Oh my lord!
And I somehow perforated the bag, and thus my delicious coffee grounds were in my.
Did you get a mouthful of grounds?
Oh, yeah. Takes away from even though I did have some nice fresh cream in them. American cream, dairy cow
Well, you'll get
cream.
one on the next
Not
break.
some commie
American
almond cream.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Sorry. Okay. Well, anyways, I guess I'll introduce everybody. It's Mr. Birthday Boy over there, Josh, who may or may not be getting a cake coming up within 45 minutes. He is sitting at the orangeinsoles.com sidekick desk.
Just for fun. Top 3 favorite cakes.
Okay.
Flavor and icing. Go.
Number 1.
Yep.
I love it. Is my all-time favorite is a white cake with white ice. I love a wedding cake style. Style.
Stop
Go
right
ahead.
there.
Number 2.
Stop right there.
What's
No,
number 2?
we hit it. We're dead on.
I was trying to trick
Number
him.
2's tough. I'm going to go, because it does change for me. Carrot cake is in my top 3.
I love carrot cake.
Number 2 would be a yellow cake chocolate icing.
What's the
I know somebody
matter?
that's their favorite.
Yella? That's the white trash cake, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yellow cake chocolate icing.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what
think
we had
in
when I
the
was a
event
kid.
that I
Me too.
did call Amy
Yes, sir.
Yes.
and ask her to make a cake.
I hope you got
Yes.
yellow
it
with
would
chocolate
probably
icing.
be white on white.
Gee, I wonder why.
That's the only kind of cake you can make in your neighborhood, I think.
I just love that. I love the buttercream
That's
icing
false.
and the white cake. And
It's not true about my neighbor.
And what's the wacky design?
Well, he's not going to tell us.
That's not. I'm
That's
not
Can you
the
give us a
secret.
hint?
Yeah,
No.
give us a hint.
Give us a hint.
Irony.
St.
probably a
Louis?
slice of pizza on a VHS porn.
Is it the St. Louis Arch perched on top of it with some?
Again, we had a limited time. Okay.
Well, why you're the one that made a big.
Well, I appreciate any of it.
Who said there was going to be a cake?
This is terrific.
Wouldn't it be great if all this cake talk and there was no cake?
Josh,
that would be very funny. Actually.
You should have seen.
Do you have time to take a text?
Yes, Tom. Yes, we can. Yeah.
This is present enough. The fact.
No, here's the
flavor
thing, Josh.
cake does Josh enjoy?
If a cake were to arrive,
yes,
and if we could rustle up as many candles as would be necessary,
42. Mm-hmm.
Do not, under any circumstances, blow them out.
Oh, I won't do that. No.
That is a ritual that is going to be leaving culture.
I don't believe
worldwide.
that.
No.
I don't believe that.
Well,
no.
Freak out if I blew right now and you could feel my the wind from my breath coming near you?
Yes, I would cover my coffee, although it's not going to affect the taste of the coffee grounds. Yeah, no, the blowing out birthday candle, that's going to be gone.
I don't agree with that.
I think there'll be ways around it.
And
I don't think. I
think they'll
I
have.
mean, you
maybe,
don't agree with it. You're going to eat a piece of cake that some guy with the plague is just hockered all over.
Odds are he doesn't have
the
it.
plague.
Okay, odds are, and then when you get it, never mind.
God, Tom.
Or they're going to have a separate sort of blow candles out slice or piece or cake.
Oh yeah,
and then you serve
you
a
go.
different cake.
What?
Sure, yeah. The kids,
you have to have a blowout cake?
Or
kids.
Or they put your piece of cake that you'll have has a candle in it. You
right,
blow that
exactly,
out.
that kind of thing.
And then you eat that piece of cake.
Right.
Okay.
We've been doing this for centuries.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got a letter here
you
from
did?
Dale. How nice. He's wishing me happy birthday. 42 is what I'm turning.
Damn it,
Dale
Dale.
says, Josh, I have hemorrhoids that are 42. He's
That's interesting.
he's 72.
Well,
Did
thank
he
you,
include a nice photograph?
Thank you for sharing,
He
Dale.
did. Looks like he's
What's he pulling there?
some red grapes.
Yeah. Boy, those are nasty, aren't they?
Some rough roids. Okay. Let's see now. Where were we?
do look like grapes.
Christy, what do you got over there?
A recent study found men.
I thought you were going to say Aretha Franklin. That's what I thought. Okay,
No.
never mind.
I could say that, Aretha Franklin, but it
There you
doesn't have
go.
anything to do with the
Okay.
story.
All right.
A recent study has found men incorrectly believe that their partners would be okay with them having sex with a robot.
See,
Yeah, she'd be fine with it.
she shouldn't be allowed to do these stories. She just jumps in.
So I'm confused.
Are you saying I'm a fight starter?
Yes.
Men were more likely to hope for such a robot in the future, whereas women were more likely to report feeling jealous if a love robot were to exist.
Okay, so these are the full life-size robots, as opposed to a robot you can fit in your nightstand.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Which they have.
Or a robot you can hold in your hand.
The same. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
One
I'm
of
sorry.
those,
So
sleeves.
men are okay with
Have
the
you ever
idea.
had a sleeve when you do that? Do you ever have any sort of help other than your hand, Tom?
First of all, a gentleman would never discuss such a thing. And
that's a yes.
Do I?
Oh, yeah.
No.
He's got the
Are you
most.
kidding?
He has the most elaborate selection of self-pleasure items you've ever seen.
Wouldn't it be great if you were like Christian Grey and had one of those rooms?
He has an armoire. You swing it open, and there are
Right.
That would make
lacy
me
things
so
and
happy.
leather things.
That's why he had a basement built under his house.
Yes.
Where am I going to
That's
keep my plethora of
I have to put the AccuJack
Jackum tools?
Yes, I have I modified I modified my Roomba so that it now just travels up and down my legs until I have a Roomba suckathon.
Now we got a show, Tommy.
No, if I was just thinking, speaking of nightstands, I no longer have any flashlights.
Why?
Because my 4-year-old has discovered the majesty of the flashlight.
Oh, yeah.
So she's collected all of them, and they all, of course, are now the batteries are all dead because she.
Oh, the one Dean got us for Christmas is spectacular because my power goes out all the
Guess
time.
what? You can't leave it on for 4 days.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
They turn night into day.
Yeah, they
it's amazing.
do.
Yeah, well, I love a good flashlight. But so the point of this news story is that sex robots.
Guys think it's going to be okay with their partners, and
But
their partners
the
are
ladies
saying
say no.
That's not going to be okay.
Now, George Jetson Famously, I think this is Josh is the one that turned me onto this. I had no idea all those years, the great show, The Jetsons. Jane apparently did not know about what was going on with Rosie.
That's right. There are some lost episodes where George has an illicit affair with Rosie. And,
do we have any of the audio from that?
Oh, we do here. It's all right.
Mr. J, the new suck nozzles arrived.
All right, Rosie, just keep that to yourself till Jane leaves, all right? Thanks a lot, hon.
And then remember the last episode, then it ended because Rosie, had a problem because George was making her sleep in the wet spot, and she rusted.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was
bad.
It was over.
Rosie rusted. Rosie did have that ass, though. Did you notice that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You like it, chickie?
Oh, yes. Got that ass. Yeah, Rosie's ass. Okay.
So men were incorrect is the essence of that story.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's your favorite kind of story, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
We are dumb.
Here's what we're doing
of
wrong.
course, these guys. Yeah, she won't mind if I'm banging some robot. She's got a toy. How come I can't have one? Because it's got a face.
Boy, oh boy.
That's the problem.
Nothing like a woman.
And where do you keep it if you have one of these robots? Just hang your coats in that room. Don't open the closet.
I have a friend that has a couple lady mannequins that sit in his living.
Why?
I don't know.
Christy, I told you to be quiet about this.
Sorry, Pat.
What am I saying? Dean has two stuffed presidents life size.
They're not stuffed. They're mannequins. They're
they're creepy.
I bet his wife isn't thrilled about those. Can you imagine if he was humping them?
well.
You hump those things, Dean?
Where'd that voice come from? Let's see now. I want to remind you that a lot of folks are sitting around, spending a lot of time in their computers, and some of those folks are criminals, and what they're doing is they're hacking into your life. The latest thing I was reading about, I don't know if you guys have seen this. You get this email, and it looks like it's from Netflix, and it's got all the logos and everything, and it isn't. Be careful.
Man, it looks like it.
Yeah, there are thousands of people that are getting fooled by this one right now. So people would love to get into your computer, love to get into your devices, and love to steal your identity. This is where LifeLock becomes very useful. LifeLock is a way to sort of help you in the event that your identity is stolen. They have folks right here in the USA that are helping you sort that out. But also, it's to prevent your identity from being stolen. You want to make sure that you get those checks that are coming your way. Perhaps you've got one on the way from the government that you certainly deserve. It'd be really nice if you got it and not somebody else. LifeLock is very inexpensive, and we've got a special offer coming up right here. I want to remind you, nobody can prevent all identity theft or monitor transactions at all businesses. LifeLock can see threats you're probably going to miss on your own. And they're not just monitoring your credit. LifeLock is out there watching. So I certainly recommend it with all the cyber crime out there. Now, it's a special offer today, lifelock.com/Tom25. That'll take 25% off your first year. And LifeLock is very inexpensive to begin with. So save an extra 25%. lifelock.com/Tom25. That's lifelock.com/Tom25. 25% off your first year. And watch out for some of those emails you get. Be careful what you open. But check out lifelock.com/Tom25. Coming up, another Zoom problem involving porno and nudity. It's going up. We'll find out why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Don't forget, you don't have to sit around and watch the news and statistics and blah, blah, blah at night. You can just kick back, relax, and tune into Bob and Tom's YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom Show tonight. Just search Bob and Tom YouTube or go to bobandtom.com. It's Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, because why wouldn't you be?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The on-air people at NBC Sports are going to be making less money because of the coronavirus. Company official says the 5 to 10% pay cuts will run through the end of the year. NBC Sports Group President Pete Bavacchia says it's voluntary. He says the on-air people reached out to see how they could contribute to help NBC at a time when there aren't any live sports for the on-air people to talk about. Darius Rucker and Edwin McCain are pushing their fellow South Carolina residents to answer the U.S. Census. Rucker and McCain are part of a 90-second video encouraging residents to be counted. Alicia Keys recently made a video as well, urging New Yorkers to answer the census. And even when Broadway reopens, Frozen will not. Disney, the musical, will not return when the theater season is rekindled. It's the first time an established production has been spiked because of the pandemic. Frozen opened in March of 2018 and was a top moneymaker. It was among the top 5 shows on Broadway in gross and attendance both years. At times, Frozen earned as much as $2 million a week. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7.
Don't you wish there was a pill you could take where you could instantly be able to play the guitar? Just like Eddie Van Halen, or B.B. King, or Segovia. And each of the various styles of these different guitar players would be represented by different kinds of pills. Like, for example, let's say if you wanted to play like Eddie Van Halen, there'd be these bright red gelatin capsules you could take. And the B.B. King pills would be dark blue, and they'd be called blues. For obvious colloquial reasons. And they would ideally be washed down with a pint of early times. And the Segovia pills would be these little tiny brown pills, but they'd be the most powerful pills of all. Because he's really the best guitar player when you stop and think about it. I mean, that Spanish classical stuff's really hard to play when you're drunk. You could take one of these pills and be able to play just like the guy on the label, like for, let's say, like 3 hours. Like if you were at a party, or if you wanted to impress your girlfriend, or maybe if you wanted to impress your parents, let's say, if they were just kind of undecided about you. And you wouldn't have to suffer for your art, and you wouldn't have to pay dues, and you wouldn't have to worry about practicing all the damn time, and you wouldn't have to worry about getting screwed over by a bunch of club owners and managers, or having your gigs get downgraded to small comedy clubs. And you wouldn't have to worry about having your kids hate you and your wife leave you because you're practicing all the time, or worrying about getting arthritis or dying in a plane crash, or all the crap that goes along with getting that good. Just take one of these pills and be able to play great instantly. Wouldn't that be neat? Well, I actually happen to have one of those pills on me right now.
Cool.
Really?
Okay, good. Want some water? Okay, go ahead, swallow it.
Wow.
Q95, 821. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Sounds like we caught you with your pants down.
Yep. Got a little peanut butter pretzels, man. There's no better day when they're right out of the jar fresh. Boy, that's a good day.
After being manhandled by the rest
Nobody
of you
puts their hands in there.
germ-laden.
You can pour them
freaks.
out.
Pour them out into a bowl, nutsy.
Tom.
I still use my hands.
See? There you go. Same hand he wipes himself with. Never washes.
With
You
that
wonder
look
why
on
I
his
once
face.
set foot in that room. Now I have to get hot water.
Gotta have
For
some
now.
immunity system
There's
there.
one in the back,
Tom.
Tom.
Huh?
There's one in the back. I'll show you.
Yeah, but other people go in there. You've seen some of those people? Oh, my God.
Now, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
part.
there you go. Okay. Christy Lee has an update on the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Showers and thunderstorms today, high 74. Tonight, partly cloudy, down to 60. Chance for an afternoon thunderstorm Saturday, high 78. And good chance for storms on Sunday, 75, holding at 66.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Be listening for your shot at some serious money coming up. There you go. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, this is going to be good.
Indeed.
Billy.
I love this man. You be nice.
No one has ever said, God, I've never seen you look so handsome as when you were leaning over your computer camera. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're going to talk with our friend, the great comedian and comedy writer, Bill Sheft.
Oh, I can't help but notice the drums in the background. Maybe he'll play drums for us.
Oh, give himself a rim shot?
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, Bill Sheft is a veteran comedian, a longtime associate of the great David Letterman. Also a distinguished drummer in a band that plays songs. What is it? Nothing after 66, Bill?
1967.
1967. Okay.
The Truants. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a buddy who's in a band who says now that he's booking no gig after 1967.
Yeah.
Live music business is on hold.
Now, these guys,
sadly,
these guys mock me for many reasons, but one of them is I have an affinity for Freddie and the Dreamers.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys do any of their tunes? Do you do?
Well, we were going to be the house band in an off Broadway Finland musical, Freddie and the Dreamers Mania. It was 90 minutes. 2 songs.
Do the Freddie and I'm Telling You Now?
That's right.
Okay, well, now, did you guys, by chance, do any Little Richard?
No, we didn't do any. We did, you know what? We did the Beatles version of Long Tall Sally.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
We did that, yeah. We would do that. But I have a Little Richard story.
Oh, good. What is it?
Actually. So when the first time I went to Australia as a comic, 1985, with the late, great Rich Jenney, who I know was a regular guest here, and Kelly Rogers, who was a great MC, great act at Catch a Rising Star. And we were the first American comics to tour in Australia. And you know, I read this great biography of Little Richard while I was, you know, on the plane ride over, on the 16-hour plane ride over. And then about 5 years later, I did Evening at the Improv, and he was the host. And if you remember Evening at the Improv, you know, they ran out of legit celebrities to host about the 4th week of the show. So the fact that they got him to host the show was just a huge thrill. And during the commercial breaks, he would play the piano at the Improv in Santa Monica, and they'd come out of the break and he'd be, you know, standing up, banging away at the piano. So he was great. So I went on, you know, and I did how I did. You know, we really don't have time, and nor need we talk about that. And I did all right. And afterwards, I went up to him to thank him. And he said to me, he said, "You got that natural thing. You got that natural thing. That's a natural thing." And I said to him, because I'd read this biography, I said, "Yeah, maybe, but Jerry Lee Lewis wasn't afraid to follow me in London in 1956. And he looked at me and he went, "Shut up." And you know, you can't do any better than Little Richard telling you to shut up. You really can't do any better. I mean, it's like Don Rickles calling you a hockey puck.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
But also, the fact that he said you got that natural thing, you had to, that would be better than... That would be better than Johnny Carson coming up to you and go, "You're the funniest human being I've ever heard."
Well, you know, maybe, or he had me confused with Bill Engvall. You never know.
Oh, there you go.
By the way, I know I seem like I'm in a good mood, but I'm not, because, as you know, we had the USS Comfort here,
right in Manhattan,
docked in New York Harbor, and it took off. And I'm a little furious because I was booked to work the lounge this weekend.
Oh man,
USS Comfort.
Yeah,
me and Tipadata.
Bill Sheft is our guest. Bill is a former sports writer.
Yeah.
And I know a huge baseball fan. Do you have any insight? This is a 2-part question, and I hate to ask 2 at the same time. Part 1 is, have you heard this rumor that they may be putting, when they do start playing, they may be putting sound effects of fans in the broadcasts, number one. And number two, what do you think is going to happen? Are they going to have a baseball season?
I don't think they'll have a baseball season. This is the first I've heard about the sound effects in the broadcast booth. But as you know, that's nothing new because Ronald Reagan got his start as a baseball broadcaster in Iowa.
That's true.
Broadcasting, I think, Cubs games, and he would, he had the guy hitting the two bats against each other, and then the little, sound effects of the cheers. And this is nothing new. But I don't, I can't see how they can do that. I just don't understand how they're gonna, how they're gonna police the stadium. Well, Yankee Stadium, as you know, the new Yankee Stadium has a moat about 30 rows back that separates, the rich ticket buyers from the rest of the world. They may have to start installing that. But I don't, there's a lot of, to me, it's, I think we've learned one thing is that it's surprisingly, I don't want to say easy, but it's easier to shut things down than to reopen them. And it strikes me when I hear the different plans, it strikes me like the guy that shows up after you put the last dish in the dishwasher and says, "Hey, can I do anything to help?" It's not really, people really haven't thought this out.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
I think we're going to have plenty of time to think this out.
Okay, Bill Sheft is our guest, and Bill is as I said, a veteran sports writer, and you've got to be missing baseball more than just about anybody, I would think.
Well, yes and no, because of three things. A, they're putting on a lot of replays of games 25, 30, and 35 years old. And let me tell you something. You give me Bruins Nordiques from 1991, there isn't counter programming in the world that can get me to tune elsewhere.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know, there's just an urgency to the old stuff. I mean, that's because I'm a million years old, but I have supplanted my need for live sports with two things. A, I finally watched Friday Night Lights, which people recommended to me for years, but I never watched it when it was on NBC because I didn't want to sit through promos for Leno during the commercial. I finally get to binge watch it, and I love the series. I have one complaint. There are just not enough shots of guys in pickup trucks pulling up into driveways to open scenes. It's just not enough shots of that. The other thing, of course, that I've been involved with, like the rest of the world, is this 10-hour mini-series about Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. And I want to say, and this is the one place I can say it, I have very few regrets in my career, in my 30-year career writing for other people. But now that I've seen 8 episodes of The Last Dance, I really deeply regret that I hadn't at some point slipped Michael Jordan the line, "Jerry Krause is so short, he has to cuff his underpants."
Man, there is a lot going on there with Krause and Jordan. Yeah. Wow.
And I don't want to ruin the finale, which is coming up this Sunday, of The Last Dance. But we're going to find out that you know why Michael Jordan was able to rally and go off for 38 points in the 1997 flu game? Injectable bleach. Turns out. Who knew? Wow. Yeah, who knew? Yeah, I long for a simpler time when you had the flu and you just took a couple of Tide Pods and went to bed.
Yes. Bill Sheff is our guest. And now, Bill, are you, as we speak, working on a novel? What are you up to?
I'm a couple things. Now, I'm working on my first novel was called The Ringer, about a guy who makes his living playing softball for 15 teams in and around New York City. And when SNL did their first, COVID version and people were at home, Larry David was in his living room doing his Bernie Sanders impression without makeup. And he was perfectly situated so that in his bookcase, you could see a copy of my book, The Ringer.
Sweet. Yeah.
Which was the highlight of the pandemic for me. and like I have to tell you, I clicked up another 5 or 6 copies sold on Amazon. So I started a sequel, 8 years ago, and I've kind of gotten back to that, and I'm trying to finish that up. But the other thing that I was doing before this hit, I actually I got a legit gig because, as you know, the Letterman show ended in May of 2015, 5 years ago.
Wow.
And unbeknownst to me, I immediately became irrelevant. And no one told me. But I got a gig. I got a legit gig a few months ago, which was I was going out on tour with Tracy Morgan, who I've known for a long time and I've written for, but he was going out on this 30-city tour, and then London and Africa and Australia. And first they had to cancel the Australia leg because the country was on fire. And
sadly,
yeah. And I did 3 dates with him, which was just great. Just being backstage and writing material and saying, why don't you move this here or whatever. And then that kind of went away. Now it's since been rescheduled, but it was kind of nice to be out there again. And he's great. He's, I've known him a long time, and we used to love him on the Letterman show. And I used to say to Dave that Tracy Morgan, he reminds me of if right before the Liston fight in 1964, right before that fight, Cassius Clay had broken his hand in training and they had to replace him, they would have replaced him with like Tracy Morgan. They would have replaced him with like crazy, someone even crazier than him. But he is, he's wonderful, and I'm looking forward one of these days to getting back out there with him. So that's what I was doing.
Well, cool. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you, of course, and Tracy, and your new book. Is it going to be The Ringer Part 2? Do we have a title?
Well, my title is Through the Ringer, is the title of the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But I wrote a book. I'm waiting to hear. I wrote a book, which I finished in the fall, about my late wife, the comic Adrienne Tolch, and it's a memoir, weekly masquerading as a novel, and it's real funny. I'm really proud of it. And it's funny because we're talking about The Last Dance, and Peter Vesey, who's the great basketball writer and used to be on television all the time with the NBA. He tweeted a great line the other day. When are they going to do an 8-part series on Patrick Ewing, The Last Lap Dance? It reminded me of a tremendous joke that Adrienne wrote 25 years ago now. There was an item in the New York Post about Al Cowlings, OJ's buddy and driver, going to Scores, which was a big gentleman's club, and you could make bets. It was a gentleman's club and a betting parlor in New York, and it was a night about Al Cowlings went to Scores, where he, quote, enjoyed several lap dances and had his fortune told. And that's the setup. And my wife's line was, she would pretend to be a fortune teller, and she would say, you will be getting an erection. And fortune teller at scores.
Well, we should play Bill Sheft out. Pat Godwin is here with us. Pat, do you have the Bill Sheft theme?
Who's the funny man? The funniest cat in all the land? Sheft.
Bill Sheft.
Just talking about Sheft.
I'm just talking about Sheft. Hey, thanks, Bill. It's great seeing you again.
Oh,
hope you're doing well.
It's so great, and I love seeing you guys, and let's do this in the next by the next pandemic.
Okay.
Let's all get together.
Or sooner.
Every pandemic.
Okay. And next time, be prepared to play the drums.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Bye, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Okay, thank you very much, the great Bill Sheft. Bill's got a number of novels out there and is as funny as they come.
Man,
Very
man.
funny, man.
And a guest on some wonderful podcasts, particularly the Carson podcast. Check him out on that.
Yeah, he's great on
It's just terrific.
Now, the Carson podcast is, once again, do you want to give me the background on that?
Sure, yeah. It's a gentleman who just talks to people who were guests on Carson or somehow knew him or knew the business, and it's fascinating. And Bill Sheft, I believe, is on 4 episodes, and I know this is a sort of a trite thing to say, but you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be amazed at his knowledge of all that stuff. It's great.
Another cool thing to watch is Letterman's first appearance on the Carson Show.
Oh, man.
That's unbelievably good.
Yes.
I want to remind you right now that maybe you're home, maybe you're a little stressed, maybe certain things aren't working. Let's get right to it. I'm talking about erectile dysfunction, and that's no fun. God, you don't want to call up your family doctor. You don't want to go there anyway. Well, how about this? Roman is a pharmaceutical outfit that's hooked up with some United States physicians. What are we talking about? We're talking about getting stuff like Viagra, those real pharmaceuticals that you've been seeing advertised on TV for a long time. Well, now, by going to GetRoman.com/wood, you can get a free online visit with a physician, and you may, in fact, be a candidate to use some of these pharmaceuticals developed by scientists, engineers, physicians, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If the doctor decides the treatment would be working for you, well, your medication can be shipped right to your door, and that free 2-day shipping costs how much, Josh?
It's free.
Thank you very much. How do you do it? Well, you go to GetRoman.com/wood. So if you're struggling with ED, hey, stay home. Just go to GetRoman.com/wood. That free online visit, free 2-day shipping. Once again, it's GetRoman.com/wood. Free online visit, free 2-day shipping. And, hey, get part of your life back. It's that simple. GetRoman.com/wood for the free online visit, free 2-day shipping. You got nothing to lose. Check it out. Coming up, we have perhaps a special surprise in the form of a cake, maybe. But,
oh, my goodness.
Oh, what a surprise.
How nice.
And blow-up dolls and nudists and Zoom and porno. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sure, we're all staying at home and protecting ourselves, washing our hands, social distancing. No one wants anything to do with what's going on out there. But in here, it's all fun and games with Bill Sheft and Bob Biggerstaff on a Friday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com sports desk, and this is your Bob and Tom sports update. Former Major League manager and infielder Art Howe is in intensive care in the Houston hospital with the coronavirus. He's 73 years old, and it's been confirmed by a Houston television station that he was admitted Thursday night. He's been dealing with the illness since first feeling symptoms of COVID-19 on May 3rd. Brad Keselowski has won the pole for Sunday's race at Darlington without burning an ounce of fuel. The Team Penske driver watched NASCAR's chief scorer, Kyle McKinney, pluck the number one ball out of a random draw, giving the 2012 Series champ the top starting position when the Cup season resumes on Sunday. And authorities say police in South Florida are trying to find New York Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker and Seattle Seahawks cornerback Quentin Dunbar after multiple witnesses accused them of an armed robbery at a party. Miramar police issued warrants for both men Thursday on 4 counts each of armed robbery with a firearm. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports
Hey,
Update.
man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
There's 8 of us in a Jim Walter home. They got Joe genes and my chromosomes, but these young'uns are about to drive me out of my skull. They've lost their minds and you've lost your looks. You think I've slept with the telephone book, but to tell you the truth, I'm only halfway through the queue. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you. You're louder than an outboard Evan Rude. You got us living on Little League food. You're cooking corn dogs for a 35-year-old man. And you've been laying around like I'm a nurse's aide. I ought to draw checks from Medicaid. You laid on the sofa till your butt turned black and blue. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you. Honey, call your lawyer, get him on the phone. Y'all can split everything that I own. Divorce is rough and there's hell to pay, but we don't own anything anyway. Since you turned me into the Internal Revenue. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you. Honey, call your lawyer, tell him everything. Man, that fat lady sure could sing. Take the darn house and I wish you luck. There's a hooter girl waiting in the pickup truck. She's a 38D and she just turned 22. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you.
Oh, yeah. Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
We have another call?
We do? Okay.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
How you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
Is this that flute dude, man?
Yeah,
It's the flute dude.
Flute man Greg. He actually plays the clarinet, to be technical.
My counselor tried to make me play the French horn. I spit in his face. I swear to God I did. I was like, put that in your halftime show, Bruce. I ain't blown into a brass funnel cake. There's no way in hell I'm doing that, man. If I want to march around with people I don't know or like, I'll go to a food court. I'm a piece of stupid band. Build brotherhood. Shut up, man. I'm not doing that.
It's still hard for me to get my dad a gift. Is it hard for you?
Oh, yeah. Dads are hard to buy for.
And, you know, I try, I guess, harder for him to try and get him a gift he wants. You know, so I pay attention. My parents are bikers. They have a motorcycle. They belong to a club. You've seen people like my parents having to get the big motorcycle.
Oh, they have those like
matching
Hondas, those gold wings?
Yeah, and they got like the matching outfits, a trailer, they're in
Sure.
parades.
Big fairing out front.
They have the trailer.
The
That's
trailer,
my
I
favorite.
love that.
That's my favorite.
Well, you got to pull beer.
Sure. It is Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Well, sure you do.
So I got my dad the intercom system for the helmet. So my parents.
847 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, that sounded good, didn't it? Mellifluous voice of legendary Ace Cosby.
He gets paid for this?
We have Christy Lee behind the glass over there.
Yes, sir.
We'll let her out, maybe. Did anything come through the door during the last few minutes?
No, why?
Never mind. Do we have a quick forecast, Christy?
Oh, my gosh. Were you in the hallway?
The worst secret keeper in the world.
Oh, that. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Showers and thunderstorms pretty much all weekend. High today 74, it's 66 right now. Good looking Saturday, I think. We have a best shot at having dry weather on Saturday.
Yeah, there was some great. Yesterday there was some really nice stuff going on.
Oh yeah, especially
got a little bit of rain here.
A couple hours was bad, but then it was really sweet in the evening.
We did okay. Gonna have a rerun of the Indy 500 coming up next week.
Well, that'll be fun to celebrate.
TV. Yeah. We got some cash coming up on Q95.
Make it fun.
Let's see, where was I? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see who's here. It's the birthday Eve boy. Josh Arnold at his post, theorangeinsoles.com sidekick chair.
Hello.
Get your mind right, get your life right, get your feet right, and then everything else right with orangeinsoles.com. Let's see now. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer, of course, coming up in a matter of seconds. The Ace Cosby joke of the day. I'm very excited about that. Chick McGee is across from me in the properly socially distanced studio here in the Bob and Tom program. He's at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. If they don't have Crazy Cock Wine at your liquor store, find out why.
Yeah.
You can get it in the can.
Yes.
There's several cans right behind you.
Yeah, easy to move around.
Speaking of getting in the can. You're probably saying,
there's Pat Godwin.
He?
He was in prison. Prison, Pat.
One night in jail, and now he's
3 nights.
Okay, I was trying to be nice. Lightened up your sentence. Christy Lee is through the glass. You can see her in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom if you're watching on the YouTube. And when that phone rings, it's the track phone hotline. A chick this morning was saying you forgot what day it was. This has been happening to me a lot too.
Yes.
I thought it was Thursday.
It's officially Friday.
Yeah.
Pat, what are you doing?
Well, a couple weeks ago, I thought it was Tuesday, and it was a Wednesday, and I was embarrassed. And Chick thought it was Thursday today. That inspired something I could have a little bit of fun with. Here we go. I don't care if Monday's here. I'm unemployed so far this year. Wednesday, I'll drink a case of beer. Is it Friday? I'm confused. Monday and it's movie night. Tuesday, Wednesday, start a fight. Is it Thursday? That just don't seem right. Oh, it's Friday. I'm confused. I'm gaining weight. And on Sunday, I just masturbate. But it's Friday and my stimulus check is late. Oh, I don't care if Monday's back. Tuesday's Johnny Walker Black. By Thursday, I'll be smoking crack. Is it Friday? I'm confused. If it's Sunday, we're out of booze. It could be May 2022. But it's Friday, I'm confused.
Nice tribute.
A little cure for the quarantine.
Yes, sir.
What day is it? We're all
It's
confused.
May 15th.
Okay,
Josh's
Friday.
birthday eve.
Okay.
And Josh, tomorrow you can kick off your birthday with a mimosa because it's National Mimosa Day.
How about
Saturday.
that? All right.
Mimosa, you need more mimosa.
And in answer to your question, Tom, yes, there is something in the hallway.
Hot damn.
Does it smell good?
Yes.
Okay.
You can smell it?
No. Just
Wow.
being
What kind of cake is this?
Trying to steer you away, so you're thinking it's something else.
Like a meatloaf?
a meatloaf for
that
breakfast.
actually it occurred to me to possibly bring you, instead of a cake,
Like a meatloaf?
A meatloaf with
That's a
candles
great
on it.
idea.
Oh, I wish you could have gotten Terry to bring meatloaf and mac and cheese for us again.
Remember that?
Remember that?
Kick it old school.
Oh,
He did have a good meatloaf.
he had the greatest mac and cheese ever.
he still
I would
alive?
love to have that
Is
recipe.
he still alive?
No.
Yes, let's explore that on the air.
I think so. I would hope
Like
so.
your caterer of days old?
Yes.
He moved. I don't know.
Oh.
Let's hope he's still with us. Maybe we can get him to make us a meatloaf for old time's sake.
Mac and cheese.
Christy, what have you got over there at the news desk?
A UK nudist organization reports a 100% increase in new members amid the coronavirus pandemic. British Naturism, a group that promotes, is that how you would say that?
Yeah.
Promotes living everyday life without clothing, gained 210 members over the past 2 months. That means they only had 200 to begin with.
Approximately.
A substantial increase from the pre-pandemic days, while online promotional events have seen more sign-ups than usual.
Oh, God. I guess it's look but don't touch anyway.
But you don't have to wash your clothes then.
Oh, how about that?
How about that, Tom? See, you could save so much time if you guys just became nudists over there.
I don't know.
That's the ultimate clean, right?
Sure.
There's nothing to hold germs.
Yeah.
You'd have to be extraordinarily attentive to certain places.
Crevices.
Yeah, you don't want to be known as Dingleberry Bill.
Well, you'd have to get a bidet, but
Bill Dingleberry Bill.
I think a
different
lot of people aren't wearing pants.
what do you mean they're not wearing pants?
Oh, sure, and their zooms.
On their zooms.
They're zooming. And,
Did you see that?
If you're a nudist, because we did. Remember you had that article about the nudie beach, but they still had, the cops said they still had to wear face masks.
Yeah.
Remember that was really. I mean, do they have clear face masks?
Well, I'm sure if you're, I don't know if these nudists are getting together. I'm sure they're just nude in their own home right now.
They're nude in their own home.
Well, let's not.
Let's get together. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
They can't congregate yet. So even in the UK.
We could have.
Well, then what's the point of being a nudist if you're just by yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to claim you're a nudist when you're not leaving the house.
I'm just saying.
All right, well.
It's hard, and it's hard to do if you're a family man.
Yeah.
Well,
very awkward.
Yeah, well, your whole family would have to be a nudist.
There you go.
That's always creeped me out. You see
And
those
that
magazines
happens.
where they're, well,
yeah, that's a.
Looks like little Susie's hidden 14.
That publication hasn't been doing well. Family nudist.
I was gonna muse 60, but
yeah.
All right.
Very awkward.
Way to go, man.
very
Way to go.
awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening over Zoom. There was the Brazilian president that I was having the Zoom meeting, and a guy was taking a shower. Now, come on.
A shower.
Yes. A guy was in the shower
That is
during a
so
Zoom
funny.
meeting.
That is so funny.
And then there's the historic San Francisco church that is now suing Zoom. Churchgoers there claim that the video conferencing app's security failures enabled a hacker to stream porn into a Bible study class. The X-rated content was seen at St. Paulus Lutheran Church during a May 6th class. The porn was apparently inadvertently viewed by the church's administrator and elderly congregants. The lawsuit alleges viewers were left traumatized and helpless.
Helpless. Like a turtle on its back.
They were
Oh, my
helpless, Tom.
How were they helpless? They could turn their computers off.
If I were the judge in this, I would throw them all in jail. Come on. They can't. You don't blame Zoom because somebody hacked it.
No, of course
No.
not.
God. What were they studying at the time?
It was Bible study. I don't know which verse they were studying. I
Thou
don't have
shalt
the...
not covet thy neighbor's wife unless she's doing that.
She's smoking.
Wow.
Coors Light's created what they're calling a clone machine that lets you sneak out of Zoom meetings. The Coors Light clone machine allows users to record a 30-second loop of themselves.
Yes.
The looped video can then be exported to Zoom, making it appear as though you are engaged in a group call.
Yeah, it would work
even if you're
except for all
not
the
there at all.
Coors Light logos.
The brand said, while we know beer can't fix everything, Coors Light is here to help you take time to chill from a calendar full of Zoom calls with a trip to the fridge for a mountain cold beer.
So if the boss is looking at the Zoom screen, he still sees you sitting there?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. I find it very easy to skip out on those Zoom calls.
How do you do that?
ADD.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Tom's gone again. Okay, well, this is better than the guy. Wasn't the very first one of these stories about a guy that was in the toilet and didn't realize that his phone was...
It was a woman.
It was a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've had quite a few of them. We've had the person that was doing, that was a live TV newscaster.
Kerflush.
Did you see that one where the newscaster was on live and a woman walked behind him naked, apparently, and it wasn't his wife?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey now.
Oh, whoa.
That's one way to find out your hubby's having an affair.
There you go.
And now back to Washington. Okay, coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Bob Biggerstaff.
Hey, buddy.
We have interesting news about the world of Legos.
Yes.
You ever stepped on a Lego?
Oh, yes.
Do you want to step on a bunch of them for charity?
Nope.
Okay. Well, and also face masks in the news and something unusual about who's wearing them and why and why not. Okay.
Okay.
You have to wonder when they were. So there's a church There's a church on Zoom.
Doing a Bible study class.
All of a sudden, porno comes up.
Porn.
Bet there was a group Amen out of those.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Talking about the resurrection, huh?
Wow.
We'll be back with more sacrilegious fun.
Putting the erection and resurrection.
Hope we made you smile today.
The birthday boy, and there may or may not be a cake coming.
May or may not be.
And do not blow candles out.
may or may not be here.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Mark Allison with you on a Friday, May 15th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us. Yes, we are here. We're social distancing, washing our hands, keeping safe, and that's what's important. But more important, after the Bob and Tom Show, Ace Cosby steps in to host Bob and Tom's Work Farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Keep your smile going all day and keep your family guessing what you're up to as you roll through this Friday with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. President Donald Trump says he intends to prepare the country for future pandemics by restocking the national stockpile. He says that includes bringing critical manufacturing back to the United States from abroad. He announced those plans Thursday while visiting a Pennsylvania medical equipment distributor. The president is also trying to convince the public it's time for states to begin to reopen, calling on Pennsylvania's Democratic governor to open his state. Amazon's getting into making its own brand of personal protection equipment. The online retail giant says it will begin manufacturing and selling plastic face shields. The gear will be designed by engineers now involved with the company's drone program. Amazon says it soon will begin cranking out hundreds of thousands of face shields. The company has already donated 10,000 to nurses and doctors to prevent them from the coronavirus. And when Tristan Vandenbosch, the operator of a mobile platform company, saw his equipment standing idle because of the corona crisis in Belgium, he realized too many families could not see their locked-up elderly in care homes. So two problems created one solution, and Vandenbosch has now been driving his cranes to care homes in several towns across the country of Belgium to lift the spirits of all involved. Families are taken onto platforms carried upwards right in front of the window of an elderly loved one for a long overdue visit. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Dear moron.
I like this already.
You don't reuse a handkerchief like some uncultured swine, blowing your nose into it and handing it to someone else. This is my favorite part. If someone gives you a fresh handkerchief because you are perspiring, let's say, you return it laundered, ironed, and folded into a square.
Wow! Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
But did you try to keep it down? I was up kind of late last night, and now I'm feeling like I usually feel after I feel alright. I don't want to hear another word about morning. I can't take the light. But did you try to keep it down? I was up kind of late last night. You see, there's something inside this world that's gone so wrong. Well, there's a gap between a rich and a poor, 1,000,000 miles long. I dig the fact that you and your friends want to stand up and make it right. Well, could you try to keep it down? I was up kind of late last night. I was down at the bar like a fool I am, dancing on the table, the sun slam. I met a whole lot of people that I still don't know. I just rolled in an hour ago. Could you try to keep it down? Try to keep it down. But if you try to keep it down, I was up kind of late last night. Oh, yeah. I said I don't want to hear about this Lollapalooza tour. But then I just woke up and where I am I couldn't say for sure. I ain't the kind of guy to come and break all your records, but then again I might. But could you try to keep it down? I was up kind of late last night. I was down at a bar like a fool I am, dancing on the table, the sun slam. I met a whole lot of people that I still don't know. I just rolled in an hour ago. Could you try to keep it down? Try to keep it down. Try to keep it down. I was up kind of late last night. But could you try to keep it down? Try to keep it down, man. But could you try to keep it down? I was up kind of late. Yep. But could you try to keep it down? Hey, could you try to keep it down?
Yep, 9:04 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Showers and thunderstorms moving our way today, high 74. It'll be partly cloudy overnight, low 60. Saturday afternoon thunderstorm possible, high 78. And then Sunday, good chance for storms, 75. 66 currently.
Greenwood, I heard you. I've got that request, I promise. It's coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here today, the 15th of May, 2020. Took a vote, decided it was Friday.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing here. It's the day before Josh's birthday. There may or may not be a cake coming.
Oh, my goodness.
Anytime soon. We did establish the fact that Josh is sitting at the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. In the chair, I should say. Christy Lee is over there in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Mr. McGee is at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. This is Tom speaking. There's Ace. Hey. Prior to the Ace Cosby joke of the day, which I promised was coming.
That's okay.
There's Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hey.
Fully aware that he's here.
Jokes, observations of my life, like today I'm going to do laundry.
Uh-huh.
And it reminded me, just not too long ago, I was out of work and money was tight. And there were days that I had to choose between laundry and maybe a breakfast snack.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all or muffin.
All or muffin.
This can't continue. It just can't.
Ace took a
He's
bow.
bowing.
Yeah.
He's doing bows now.
That's very nice, Ace. Thank
All
you
or
very much.
muffin.
I'm sorry to finish the introductions at the around the corner of the fudge is made.
That's a 5-year-old joke. A one, not 5 years old, but a 5-year-old would tell.
Oh, I get
They
it.
wouldn't be familiar with all detergent. I think you have to be be steeped in American
Certain
culture
age.
to understand that. Pat Godwin is in the around the corner of the fudge is made room over there. And now we mentioned a couple things. It's Josh's birthday.
Yeah.
A big celebration tomorrow. You're gonna cook
A low-key
some
celebration.
brats.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I like to keep it kind of low-key and just relax, and it's going to be good.
And we've established you're not going to blow candles out on a cake.
No.
Because that would spread your germs all over the cake.
Sure.
You know, we've been doing that forever.
Well, if you did that,
Oh, you
Josh,
have a
then
keyboard, happy birthday,
nobody else could eat the cake. Okay, Dean's got his mask on.
Oh, my goodness.
Happy birthday to you, Josh. Happy birthday to you.
Well, how about this?
Happy birthday, dear Joshua.
You guys.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Nice.
Gee, I wonder what it is.
how lovely.
Now,
What a nice surprise.
we established the fact that Josh's favorite cake is white cake.
Yeah.
White on white.
Yes.
Made some phone calls, figured that out the other day.
Okay, now this sign.
Now, we wanted to do a.
As you can see, the
it says
sign.
not necessarily a cake, even though it's in a box that looks like it could be a cake.
Okay, see?
Stealing my
Something
stuff.
else.
So Amy is my cake lady. So I wanted to do something that Josh would truly love.
Okay.
And I didn't think I could ever top the time we created his house out of a cake.
And it
I
was dead
agree.
on. It was insane.
It was.
Yeah, that was
So now, what
something.
are Josh's favorite things in life? So besides cake,
St. Louis Blues.
that would have
And
been.
Breaking Benjamins.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. I could have done those, but I didn't know that. So, open up your cake, Josh.
Okay,
see
let's
Is
what
it a
is.
hockey puck? I bet it's a giant.
I thought it was going to be a hockey puck.
All right.
What is it?
It is a pizza on top of a cake.
Well, that is really something.
But it's an edible cake pizza. So it's not just a frozen pizza thrown on there.
No.
It's
How
a beautiful.
about that?
Pizza made out of icing?
Yes, it's
Oh,
a pizza.
nice.
man.
Christy, yeah, please let me.
Oh, that's
Isn't that great?
wonderful.
Yeah,
It's like an everything pizza?
It sure is. Yeah, well, it's got.
You're breathing on
pepperoni
it. Could you hold it a little
black
farther away from your
olives
face?
and,
Jesus,
Oh,
come
my
on.
God. You're not going to eat any anyways.
sprinkled with Parmesan
I'm
cheese.
gonna have to microwave it now. He's been getting his germs all over.
You really shouldn't have gotten me one so small. It's
the size of a basketball.
of course this thing easily weighs 12 pounds.
And yeah, put it in the microwave because nothing better than a nice runny,
this looks
runny piece
delightful.
of cake.
Yeah, no joke.
This is
tasty.
wonderful.
And
Thank you.
It's your favorite kind of white on white. is
Okay,
what
thank you
like.
so much. I'm
Yes,
bored.
Thank Amy. She did all the work. Okay, now
Nice job, Amy.
Let's get that hacked up.
cover it up. Okay.
Yep, covering that up.
Make some slices.
Okay.
Can I spray it with Lysol before I eat it? What's the
Your piece, yes. Give it a nice.
I think
maybe
so.
some pledge. Nice
Evidently,
lemony,
that gets rid of it.
Dean
that
Moore's
Lysol.
face mask?
Or dunk
Did you
bleach
see-
in it.
Did you see this thing about? This is kind of interesting. There's a big
What?
controversy now about wearing face masks. Some people like to, some people don't.
Yes.
See the thing about men less
Men.
likely to wear face
Yeah,
masks.
a recent study found men are less likely to wear face masks because they think it makes them look less cool.
Well, that's why I wear
Researchers-
mine backwards. It's very hip.
Yes.
And you
Touch
catch
your
it.
sunglasses in it.
You
Sure.
catch it in case it's sneaking up on you.
Researchers wrote in the study that men more than women agree wearing a face covering is shameful, not cool, a sign of weakness, and a stigma.
I'll tell you what's not cool is wearing a ventilator.
Yeah, it's hard to
Researchers-
look cool lame with a ventilator
that-
on your face.
That sucks.
That's for
Also
sure.
found men were less likely to believe they would be seriously impacted by the coronavirus. Despite evidence, men tend to be more severely impacted than women.
I kind of fall into that. I'm
What?
guilty of that a little bit.
You think because you're a guy, you're not going to get it?
No, I'm just not that afraid of getting it. I'm more afraid of having it and spreading it and not knowing,
Okay. Well,
The Center, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go.
There's no logic to my thinking.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention currently recommends everyone wear a cloth face mask when out in public.
And I do.
But it's not. But it's because it's not cool. That's the problem.
Yeah, well.
I'm a little embarrassed wearing
Yeah.
it. Aren't you, chick?
No.
Okay.
I like it. People can't recognize me. It's
Maybe they
great.
should do something to make it. Maybe make it more. Make the face mask more masculine.
Like?
I mean, like a skull or something?
They do that.
No,
There
no.
are
Like put those
those.
truck nuts on them.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. All
right.
No, I really think
tiny truck nuts, or I don't know. Just thinking out loud here. It's going to prevent another guy from putting his junk in your mouth.
Oh my God!
Well, in that case, we should wear masks forever.
Putting his junk in your mouth.
If you're
is what he
concerned about
said.
that,
I think a lot of men just don't like being told what to do.
That's where I kind of fall.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's, we're supposed to live in a free
I know
country.
it's childish and stupid.
Yeah.
So you're afraid it doesn't look cool.
I don't care about that. I care more about I'll be fine. I'm more, I don't, yeah, again.
I mean, to me, nothing says I'm cool like illiteracy.
Or just ignoring science.
Okay, sorry. Well, very good. Interesting stuff. Well, what else is going on, Christy?
Well, let's see. What else do we have? Well, we had the mannequins earlier. We had them yesterday and then in the show early this morning in Virginia. They're filling half the restaurant with mannequins dressed like 1940s era people. Well, now owners of a South Carolina restaurant called the Open Hearth purchased blow-up dolls to fill their eatery seats. That idea to ensure social distancing at the restaurant in Taylor, South Carolina. The so-called G-rated dolls are dressed in outfits before being placed at various tables. In addition to following social distancing guidelines to the letter, they're also providing an automatic hand sanitizer dispenser, and they're using disposable menus.
But they're G-rated because they've got clothes on, but that
their mouth,
that open mouth thing's somewhat distracting.
Yeah.
I don't. Well,
And now they're giving out Purell as well, aka lube.
You're using Purell as lube. You're really burning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Well,
the
I
tingle.
would think.
Hey now.
Yikes.
The place we were talking about yesterday that has the mannequins.
Yes.
That story was everywhere yesterday, and Pat has a nice song about that I really enjoyed.
Oh, thank you.
The story on that one is the mannequins are all dressed up in various the
1940s garb, and they have
costumes from various eras, and
it's called the Village Inn in Little Washington.
So half the tables they're spaced apart, and then so to keep people apart, they've got the mannequins sitting in them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
We're kind of creepy looking, but hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said they should have a contemporary table of a contemporary family that
Virginia Inn.
they'd all be staring at their smartphones.
Yes.
Yes.
So it looks like a real restaurant. Pat, you want to play your tune about
Sure.
the mannequins in
At a restaurant in Virginia for their business to continue. They need some phony assistance, keeping folks at a distance. I'm a dining with the mannequin, and when I don't have a date, this place works out great. I don't look like a loser or a lonely or boozer. I'm a dining with the mannequin. We're dining with the mannequin. You can bet I'm coming back again. This baby's a doll, head over heels off all. I'm a dining with the mannequin. Woo! There you go, Tom.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Pat.
And I
Coming up.
hate to ruin your theory about the South Carolina restaurant, but the women don't have their mouths open. Like, ooh.
Well, what kind of blow up doll is that?
I told you they're G-rated. They are just there's a guy and a gal, and
So they're
sitting
just
at a table.
inflatable people.
Yes.
Oh, well.
They're not sexy blow-up dolls. That would be
hilarious.
I'll be the judge of that.
In these times where we need a laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be funny, but I think they
an
would.
orifice on those dolls.
I think a family might be a little bit embarrassed.
Daddy, what's it? Well, they're very surprised to be
Her
here.
soup is hot.
Yeah.
Yes, the soup is.
I can't believe how good the specials are.
Okay, I just found the video of this, and so far they're showing no one but real people.
Just scroll down and you'll see pictures of them.
Hell of a shot here.
At least the
WYFF showing downtown Greenville, and I don't see the dummies.
All right.
So,
well,
okay,
I can show it to you or
all
send you the
day to get
story.
to the point of the story.
You're the dummy.
He's a dummy.
Right now, right behind me, I have 4 cans of Crazy Cock wine. That's right. Crazy Cock wine, because Chick McGee is sitting at the crazycockwine.com sports
am.
desk.
Wouldn't it be nice to be on the beach, kayaking, the lake, hiking a trail right now? Well, you've got to start thinking about your summertime on-the-go beverages. I know it seems far away, and it is, but when it happens, you need to be ready. Our favorite premium wine is Crazy Cock canned wine. That's right. You heard me. Canned. They have a dry rosé, a dry white, a dry red blend, and for those of you who like the bubbles, Crazy Cock makes a sparkling wine and sparkling rosé, perfect for warm summer days.
Sorry,
Tom has
look right here.
Yeah.
I got the dry
Paws on
white
right
wine,
now.
Crazy Cock, in the can.
That's right. Made by the Gibson Wine Company, or making quality wine in their California vineyards for 80 years. Originally, they designed it for South Carolina Gamecock College football fans, but since it was so crazy good, they decided to make it for everybody. So ask your retailer to carry Crazy Cock wine. This is a real thing. Crazy Cock canned wines, great wines to be enjoyed anywhere you go. Convenient and recyclable. They fit in any cooler or backpack and can be taken to the park or the beach. Look for Crazy Cock cans at a market near you, and if you can't find it in the store,
say, hey,
I'd like you to stock Crazy Cock wine.
They should do one of these for
Please.
Notre, because they did it for the Gamecocks. They should do one for Notre Dame. Crazy Dame wine. Would that be misinterpreted?
Crazy Dame.
Crazy Dame.
Maybe.
Doesn't that sound fun?
But the name of the
It's Crazy Cock, not
Crazy
Crazy
Cock
Dame.
Wine, and go to crazycockwine.com. Let's not
confuse the issue.
Yes.
Sorry.
And you can go to crazycockwine.com and make an order. Tell your local retailer Bob and Tom Show says stock Crazy Cock wine. Leave your glass and wine opener at home and Crazy Cock canned wine. That's crazycockwine.com.
Speaking of which, it's got to be hard to live up to the name Biggerstaff. We'll find out how Bob Biggerstaff does in the shower when we get back.
In the shower.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget, coming up this afternoon at 3 p.m., we'll replay today's show back-to-back. Christopher is your host for our repeat at 3 p.m. right here on Bob and Tom 24/7, an afternoon double play. Today's show replayed back-to-back. In case you missed it or you want to hear Bill Sheft and Bob Biggerstaff again, here's your chance. This afternoon at 3 right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The on-air people at NBC Sports are going to be making less money because of the coronavirus. Company official says the 5 to 10% pay cuts will run through the end of the year. NBC Sports Group President Pete Bavacchia says it's voluntary. He says the on-air people reached out to see how they could contribute to help NBC at a time when there aren't any live sports for the on-air people to talk about. Darius Rucker and Edwin McCain are pushing their fellow South Carolina residents to answer the U.S. Census. Rucker and McCain are part of a 90-second video encouraging residents to be counted. Alicia Keys recently made a video as well, urging New Yorkers to answer the census. And even when Broadway reopens, Frozen will not. Disney, the musical, will not return when the theater season is rekindled. It's the first time an established production has been spiked because of the pandemic. Frozen opened in March of 2018 and was a top moneymaker. It was among the top 5 shows on Broadway in gross and attendance both years. At times, Frozen earned as much as $2 million a week. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
And now, here's your chance to win a pair of wireless Raycon earbuds, just like the ones Chick McGee wears.
What?
That's right, and here's all you need to do. Download the free Bob and Tom app from iTunes or Google Play. Locate the Raycon contest code on the news feed, enter that code at bobandtom.com/contest, and you're registered to win.
I can't believe I'm saying this. That makes perfect sense.
The everyday E25 wireless Raycon earbuds, their best earbuds yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a compact design that gives you a nice noise-isolating fit.
You don't understand this because your mind doesn't work at a normal fashion.
Right.
All the details now at bobandtom.com. Thanks to Raycon, Chick McGee,
That's a joke.
and the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
9:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Be listening for your shot at some serious cash. And
Oh, yeah?
Oh yes. Here at Q95, we've also got some the weather forecast. Lately, it's been kind of here and there. What do you got?
It's going to be here and there for a while. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Showers and thunderstorms later today, high 74. Partly cloudy tonight, low 60. A chance for an afternoon thunderstorm on Saturday. Saturday not looking too bad, high 78. And then good chance for some thunderstorms on Sunday with a high of 75. Next weekend, keeping your fingers crossed, looks really good so far. Right now, 66 degrees.
Well, it's good because we got the race.
Do we still get the day off? Do we still get Memorial Day off?
Well, that's a good question, Christy. I forgot about life.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
We get Sunday off, I guess.
Okay.
Right?
We have a lot to get to.
We're
here.
going to do a show about a race that's not happening.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Why not?
Well, we sold it, so I don't know what you think about. I don't know what you thinking. I guess you're non-profit. Sorry. Are we on the air? Sorry. Whoops.
Wouldn't that be funny if we... I should shut my mouth.
Think we should maybe play some of the race classics. And by race, Josh, I mean the Indy 500, not
course.
Oh, okay, not
Al Jolson.
Southern trees.
Yeah. Sorry.
Song of the South.
Hello, Mr. Bluebird.
Where was I? I know. I was going to remind you that today is something that we call Free Gas Friday, this evening, actually. Courtesy of the convenience stores of Speedway and Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. What it's all about is we'll announce a special location for free gas, and it's for healthcare workers and first responders while supplies last. Details will all be announced exactly where, what we're talking about, or you can go to q95.com and see what I'm talking about. And also, I want to remind you that be listening for some serious cash that could be coming your way just by paying attention. Now, I've completely forgotten to mention a couple things. We have a pretty cool contest out there where you could win a pair of E25 Raycon earbuds.
Uh-huh.
I neglected to mention this, even though it's the only thing highlighted on this page right in front of my face. With
Who's
the big
shocked by this?
one with the yellow mark on it.
Yeah.
Sorry. How do you do it? Well, you go to bobandtom.com/contest. And then you can take it from there and figure that out. Also, the Bob and Tom store, what we're doing with that is if you buy whatever T-shirt, hat, whatever we got, all that money is going to go to Feeding America, a great program. And I'll try to help out some folks that are having some struggles because of all this other crap that's going on. I don't need to elaborate. But it's kind of fun. And if you have a chance and you want something like that, by all means, grab it. It's bobandtomstore.com. And also grab the app, and you can enjoy some pretty cool stuff, and that stuff is free. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, this is funky. I like this very much. Okay, now things are about to get weird. I can assure you of that. Let's just go around the horn here. Our engineer, of course, is the legend himself, Ace Cosby. And we have Chick McGee across the way. Naturally, he's at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. It's the birthday boy almost. I'm talking about Josh Arnold and the fact that tomorrow is his official birthday, but we just got him a cake. No need to open that and share it with us. That's for you to take home.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's a beautiful, beautiful cake. That is
I wasn't planning on
sharing.
He's had 10 minutes and chose not to crack it open, so we know what's going on there. Christy Lee is in the next room. She's behind the glass, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. That phone is going to ring momentarily, and I've got a feeling it's going to be comedian Bob Biggerstaff. When that phone rings, it will be the track phone hotline, of course. Now, in the meantime, Pat Godwin is around the corner where the fudge is made in our studios.
Hi, Tom.
Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. That's the track phone hotline, and look who's on it. It's comedian Bob Biggerstaff. Hey, Bob, how are you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, nice to see you.
Now, we've got Bob on the YouTube. It looks like you're sitting in front of some chickens. Okay.
What, are you making some beer can chicken?
There you go.
Yeah.
Of course, Josh knows that.
Now, we were trying to figure out where you
This
were
isn't where the fudge is made, by the way.
Oh, good.
Where are you?
I am in Astoria, Queens, New York City.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I moved to New York almost 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, how's it going? You like it?
Oh, it's great. It's like Road Warrior up here. I got a you can't really tell, but I got a haircut.
Oh yeah.
Who did it?
My roommate gave me a mohawk.
All right.
Oh, yikes.
Oh,
that is
gosh.
that is
it's
really
quality.
bad.
That's something else. Yeah.
How dare thee?
Okay.
Yeah, it's no, honestly, it's not bad up here at all. Stores are open, wearing a mask.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Okay.
Now, I understand that you're going to be part of a special streaming event, the Nowhere Comedy Club, coming up on Sunday. And you go to nowherecomedyclub.com to find out. So will you be doing your show from a place, or will you be doing it from your apartment?
I will be doing it from the place I'm sitting at right now.
All right.
Okay, now, can you turn off?
It's
can you
actually
turn that
pretty
filter
cool.
off in back of you? It's making your head keep disappearing.
Of course.
We'll just watch you stare at your computer.
What if when he does, it's just the filthiest apartment?
There we go.
Girls are leaving.
I'd like to welcome you guys to my OnlyFans show.
How's that OnlyFans account doing? You got a lot of subscribers?
Oh, I'm banking, Josh.
Making bank.
Yeah, the comedy show. It's I guess it's kind of the the new thing nowadays with not being able to actually go to a comedy club and do a show. But it's a cool thing. I mean, I'll be in front of a green screen, probably not the chickens, but I got a green screen at my house. It's a Zoom thing. So it put whatever background I want, and we'll actually be able to hear the fans, the crowd. You know,
cool.
Yeah, I've watched a few of them. Kostaki Economopoulos, your friend, he did one last week. It's a cool thing. The Nowhere Comedy Club, they're doing a really good thing. And
so you can actually hear the fans. Is there any heckling going on?
Well, that's the thing. They actually have Nowhere Comedy Club actually has somebody that like monitors the show. So if anyone heckles, they'll mute them or kick them out.
You need to get my friend Rob Haney. I once saw Rob, I swear to God, and another guy pick up a heckler, and not kidding, and throw him out the front door, the old heave-ho style.
Sure.
They
There you
swing
go.
the guy back and forth, and they tossed him on the streets in front of a comedy club. God, that was a great
hysterical.
moment. He's a badass, that man.
He is.
So what's on your mind these days? What are you talking about in your show?
Well, I actually, right before the quarantine hit, I had ordered a suitcase because as a comedian, I do a lot of traveling, and I broke my suitcase.
Oh.
So I ordered a new one, and I found a cheap, or I should say inexpensive website where it was the suitcase I wanted was about $50 less than any other website. Order it and get the tracking number, and it was arriving from Wuhan, China.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I honestly wish I was making that up.
Oh, God.
Then the package arrives. I go down to get it, and it says package in mailbox, and I'm like, well, this is a suitcase. You can't be in the mailbox. I'm like, well, there's probably just a note saying mailman delivered it, come to the post office, because the mailman doesn't walk around with a suitcase. And no, there was a package in the mailbox, and it was a pair of Ray-Bans.
Good.
How about that?
Those are good shades.
Yeah, not exactly a suitcase. So then I emailed them, and I'm like, sent them a picture. I'm like, hey guys, this isn't a suitcase. You sent me some knockoff Ray-Bans, and they were like, oh, sorry, yeah, we made a mistake. I mean, it was in very the email was in very broken English.
Sure.
Sorry, keep glasses. My bad. Me make bad. So I kept the glasses. They said they would send the suitcase, and this was like I said, started right before the quarantine. I don't think I'm getting the suitcase.
I don't think you really want it.
Yeah,
do
I don't
you?
think you want the phrase "a case from Wuhan."
No.
Just anything.
Did I order a bat with this? Why is there a bat inside my? That could be my suitcase. Could end up being like ground zero for the whole thing.
Yeah, but you realize you heard that Wuhan is a city of. What is it, like 12 million? It's just
11 million people?
gigantic place. I'd never even heard of it till this happened. I just don't pay much attention.
Yeah, me either. And obviously,
what a way
no
to get
matter where
famous.
it's not as good a bit if it's not coming from Wuhan. I wish, and I would have never been able to write that.
Yeah, but you don't want to get famous for that. It'll probably be forever known as that.
Yeah.
No, and then they recently sent me an email saying, sorry, we made a mistake. I was like, well, just give me my money back. Give me a refund. They're like, well, we can give you 60% of my money back.
What?
And I'm like, how about all my money? And then they go, well, we can give you 70% of your money back.
Sounds like you have
I was
three
like, how
more
about all my
emails.
money? and then they decided to go with the just the regular. We're not going to give you any money back.
Wow. I see. Wow.
They didn't tell me that. They just haven't done anything.
Yeah, maybe go to a more reliable.
I thought it was a legit website.
Yeah.
WuhanSuitcase.org. That's not.
No. We're speaking with comedian Bob Biggerstaff. He's going to be part of a special program coming up. NowhereComedyClub.com is the way to go. Bob, we got to sign off and take care of business.
Yeah, we got special $10 tickets until midnight tonight, and then they go up to $15.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I kept it. It was actually supposed to change last night, but I got them to change it. So we got $10 tickets.
Great.
Okay, thanks very
Why
much.
is that funny?
Okay.
Why don't you go eat your pizza cake. Can I say that again?
Yeah.
It's a pizza
Can I
cake.
see
Can I
that?
have a pizza cake?
Pizza cake.
Hey, I hope you guys are doing well, seriously, and I really appreciate you guys having me on here.
We
But I'm
missed
glad
you, buddy.
everybody doing safe and sound.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
we're
glad
good.
you are too, man.
Thank you, Bob.
Good to see you, buddy.
Comedian
Yeah, put a
Bob
mask on,
Bickerstaff.
Josh, please.
It's the Nowhere Comedy
Be
Club
safe,
coming up
Bob.
Sunday. Now
Thanks,
we
guys.
got
You too.
time to we got to switch gears and go back over to Christy Lee.
Yes,
I know
sir.
that we missed a couple things we promised we would get to.
A British charity seeking volunteers to walk barefoot over Lego bricks to raise money for children with disabilities.
I would do this.
Caldwell Children, which provides support to disabled children and their families, is seeking fundraisers for its Lego Walk on June 20th. Charity spokesperson Kate McMahon said they have enlisted the support of UK Firewalks experts in creating mind over matter experiences to show participants a variety of techniques to walk on Legos without any pain.
No.
You don't think that's possible?
The whole fire walking thing is insane.
Yeah, that's
Just
boy,
make a
oh, boy.
donation and don't worry about walking on it.
Yeah. Hot coals, no thanks.
Wait, if I do that, if I lay a bunch of Legos down on the ground, will you guys donate?
I'll donate.
I guess.
Sure.
Maybe from how far? The what do you say? 15 feet?
How big's the
How
room?
about across the studio?
Yeah.
Barefoot.
Yeah, on Legos.
That's who's setting up all the Legos?
Well, you just throw them down on the floor,
Yeah.
I guess, and then
I see, I see.
All right.
chance.
Okay. Now,
I also have this
Oh, go ahead.
ditty. South Korean television recently featured a bizarre case of a shoe repairman from Seoul who's been banging his
wait a minute.
body.
Stop.
Already a joke there.
He's a shoe repairman from
Seoul, South Korea, yes.
Okay.
So
He's been banging his body and his head against a tree for the last 5 years. The TV show is called XSBS Wow. It featured the shoe repairman banging his head and body against a tree, an exercise he says he does daily.
Oh, no.
At one point in the video, the reporter tries to stop the man from hurting himself.
Sir.
And tells him that he has some blood on his forehead, but the man dismisses the remark, saying that this is his regular exercise routine and that the injury is just skin
the old
deep
joke.
and nothing to worry about.
The old joke is he's just still trying to get the bees out.
Man, oh man.
That old classic.
How does he think this is helping him?
I have no idea.
Well, so they're interviewing him on this TV show, and I took the liberty of watching it. He is in fact a shoe repairman.
Well, there has to be
Seoul.
one.
yeah.
And the guy says, "I can't believe you can come back and repair these shoes after doing that." And he goes, "What? I thought I was fixing televisions."
So yeah, that banging his head's doing something.
This guy's an idiot.
Wait a minute. He thought he was in it repairing TV.
Yeah.
You know what you get when you get a shoe repairman beating his head against a peach tree, chick?
What?
Peach cobbler. For those who know that a cobbler is
cobbler.
It's a shoe
It's a dessert joke.
Right.
why wouldn't it be? You know,
Yeah, heck yeah.
Who doesn't love a peach cobbler? And are we done?
Well, no, I forgot to give this story to Chick, and I feel bad.
Oh.
Well, go ahead.
Can you play your world record music?
Oh, really?
I just saw
I'm
this.
kind of upset then.
World record.
Go ahead.
I don't even know what this is.
I can't be near
I'm
you.
sorry.
All right, come get it.
This comes to us from the Hindustan Times.
The what?
Hindustan
Times, apparently a very popular English speaking for the English speaking folks. The Hindustan Times, man finds mammoth jackfruit in backyard.
Oh, all right.
And it may be the world record. What is a jackfruit?
A jackfruit looks like
a blowfish, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
a little bit. Yeah.
We just had one not too long ago. It's kind of it doesn't taste real great in my book, but I don't know how to describe it. Kind of looks like a sea urchin. Does that make sense?
It's kind of it's a sugar device for delivering sugar, I think.
In any event, this may be the world record.
There you go, Tommy. It's,
Let me see.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a large avocado, but green,
it's all furry.
Yeah.
very pointy.
It's very pointy fruit, like
knobby. It's weird.
I understand with a jackfruit, it feels different if you hold it in your left hand.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
Josh.
So that's a stranger
Mix
fruit.
it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It says here, it says jackfruit is a popular meat alternative.
Oh, in India?
I didn't know that.
You can make jackfruit tacos. I've heard of that. All kinds of things. It's got a
Okay.
Because of the texture.
I had no idea. So this is, but anyway, this guy just found this giant jackfruit. I don't know if it fell from a tree or if his next door neighbor was playing football with it. I'm not clear on any of this stuff. We'll find out. We'll find out more coming up.
I believe the Kennedys found it and they named it after
Jack.
Oh, really?
It's a jackfruit.
Jack. What has jackfruit done for your country?
And then what did Jackie say?
Well, that jackfruit is always at Maryland.
Christ, Jackie, will you shut up? Jesus, that's got real.
You just don't
ugly.
love me anymore.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna make me blow my top.
Not nice.
I hope that one day Maryland gives you gonorrhea so severe it blows your head off.
That took a turn I didn't think it would take. Coming up, we are going to have a little bit of a history lesson, and we have alligators in the news again. We have so much alligator stuff lately.
Well, it's mating season, Tommy, so they're out and about.
Right now, it's also shaving season. They say that you're probably better off not having a beard with the virus floating around out there. I got to tell you, I had a great shave again this morning thanks to my Harry's razor. I'm a big fan. 10 million other men are as well. And now's the time because Harry's has the best offer they've ever had. Just to check out Harry's razors, you get the trial set essentially for $3. Use the code Bob and Tom at harrys.com. And then, of course, they'll ship. How much is the shipping, Josh?
It's free.
It's free. Harry's, of course, a return to the essential quality, durable blades at a factory. They've been making blades for 98 years, and they're about $2 a blade for those replacement blades, so it's about half the price of the other guys' stuff. And the guys at Harry's just had a great idea. Let's eliminate the middleman, get those things right to your house. You don't have to go into the drugstore. You don't have to worry about the guy in front of you's hacking cough, and they'll be delivered right to your house. This is the time to try Harry's. There's no reason not to try it. Of course, you get the great razor, the beautifully designed weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3 plus free shipping if you use the code Bob and Tom when you go to harrys.com. It's that simple. It's an amazing offer from Harry's. Once again, the razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover, $3 plus free shipping. Check it out, harrys.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you by typing in Bob and Tom at that special place for the code, harrys.com. The code is Bob and Tom. I know you're going to love it. When we come back, we've got this and that. And no cake, and a little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom fans, one last reminder to sign up to win that pair of E25 Raycon earbuds. Just head on over to the Bob and Tom news feed on the Bob and Tom app. Get the Raycon contest code and enter that code today at bobandtom.com/contest. Increase your odds of winning by entering daily. You can do it today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Keep in mind, Sunday night, 11:59 is the cutoff for this contest, so it will come to an end. So make sure you get registered today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The Bob and Tom app, again, free and available in your iTunes or Google Play Store. And these E25 Raycon earbuds, it's their best earbuds yet. Just what Chick McGee uses, and you can have them stuffed in your ears, too. Thanks to Raycon and the Bob and Tom Show. More coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com Sports Desk, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Former Major League manager and infielder Art Howe is intensive care in a Houston hospital with the coronavirus. He's 73 years old, and it's been confirmed by a Houston television station that he was admitted Thursday night. He's been dealing with the illness since first feeling symptoms of COVID-19 on May 3rd. Brad Keselowski has won the pole for Sunday's race at Darlington without burning an ounce of fuel. The Team Penske driver watched NASCAR's chief scorer, Kyle McKinney, pluck the number one ball out of a random draw, giving the 2012 Series champ the top starting position when the Cup season resumes on Sunday. And authorities say police in South Florida are trying to find New York Giants cornerback DeAndre Baker and Seattle Seahawks cornerback Quentin Dunbar after multiple witnesses accused them of an armed robbery at a party. Miramar police issued warrants for both men Thursday on 4 counts each of armed robbery with a firearm. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's new from Bob and Tom Toys.
Come on, Elmo, laugh. Elmo. Hey, Mom, my Tickle Me Elmo is broken.
Broken?
I tickled him, but he's not laughing.
Honey, that's not Tickle Me Elmo. That's Hurt Me Elmo.
Hurt me, Elmo?
Yeah, Hurt Me Elmo. You hit him, and he talks.
Okay, here we go.
Ouch, that hurt.
From the makers of Pull My Finger Charlie, it's new Hurt Me Elmo.
Hey, cut it out, kid.
Hit him harder, sweetie.
Okay.
All right, now that's it. Knock it off, you little bastard.
Good one, Elmo.
Mom and dads everywhere are learning that Tickle Me Elmo is cute and cuddly, but doesn't prepare kids for the dog-eat-dog world they'll have to live in. New Hurt Me Elmo teaches kids self-defense and self-confidence as they beat the tar out of cute little Elmo. The harder you hit him, the more he talks.
Take that, Elmo.
Hey, stop hitting me, you little
Now you've got it.
Talk to me, Elmo.
Look, you rotten little that hurt.
Tough Elmo.
Hurt Me Elmo.
Oh, you can punch Elmo, you can kick Elmo, you can leave Elmo out in the rain or the sun. Pull his hair, twist his arm, poke his eyes and then run. Slap his face, kick his knee. New Hurt Me Elmo is fun.
Come on, little boy. Please stop hitting me.
Elmo, I love you.
Ouch, that hurt.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Jeff Caldwell is our guest. Jeff is a veteran stand-up comedian and a good friend of this show. Jeff featured on the David Letterman show not too long ago. You are living in Hoboken still.
That is correct. Yes, that is right. And, you know, this housing market implosion, I've never felt so smart being
Really?
a lifelong renter. Really looking a lot better.
I'll show you.
I get so tired of you house people. You know, you're flushing your money down the toilet every month. You're flushing it. Yeah. And when I break the toilet with the money, the landlord fixes it.
That's right.
He does say, why don't you just hand me a check on the first? But that's not the point.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I said, let's just get a puppy and work our way up the evolutionary ladder.
Sure.
You know, great dog, half lab, half pit bull, which means it'll run through water to bite you.
Hi, 9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update on the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. We have showers and thunderstorms moving our way today. High 74. Clearing up overnight, partly cloudy, low 60. And then a chance for an afternoon thunderstorm on Saturday with a high of 78. Sunday, thunderstorms, high 75.
Okay.
66 still.
Thank you very much. We have a shot at helping you pay some bills here. So be paying close attention. Crystal's got something coming up during the Bob and Tom after party. So pay close attention. As I said the other day, turn your ears up, if you will. We certainly appreciate it. And I think we'll get some decent weather, don't you think?
Of course. We'll always have decent weather at some point.
Yesterday there was some really nice. There was pretty
Yeah, they're good.
stuff
Nice
happening.
moments. Yeah.
Doom and gloom.
Some good. It's not doom and gloom, you incredible jackass. Now let's get to it. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining me.
Are we doing history today?
Yeah, we're going to whip through some history. I want to remind you that In a minute, I want to remind you that we have a couple things I got to get to here. I forgot to remind you about our special contest we have. You could win yourself some of the greatest earbuds out there. I'm talking about the E25 Raycons. Want to win some earbuds? Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get all the details. Grab the Bob and Tom app. You'll see what I'm talking about. The app is free.
Turn down
Today in history. Okay, well, let me see what we got. I don't even know. Oh, boy.
Leonard, thank you.
Kill the music. 1536. Josh, you're the history guy.
Magna Carta.
Someone was executed. Who was it?
1535?
36.
36. Executed.
Wow.
Marie Antoinette.
Anne Boleyn.
Anne Boleyn, the let them eat cake.
No.
Yes, of course.
That was Marie Antoinette.
And of course,
Marie Antoinette was
Some of the flour went back.
wrongly credited as saying it.
head chopped off.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's of course where the term bowling came from.
That's exactly right.
Let them eat cake, she said.
Her head rolled, and they said, listen.
Actually, she said, to hell with cake, pie is where it's at.
Pie
That's what
is
she said.
where it's at.
It was a real dig at Marie.
Boy, Anne's in history have had a lot of bad luck.
Yeah, well.
No need to go through that.
No, we don't.
Yesterday's
Typhoid
show.
Annie, or is that
I know what else.
Typhoid
I know one thing that happened on this date, 1940, I believe.
What's that?
The nylon stocking first made its appearance in the United States.
And then that evening, the
round
first
heels?
one was rolled off.
Yes.
The nylon stocking on when they're new. Boy, does a woman look classy in them. If they have the slightest run in them, what a skanky whore. I always.
They've kind of gone out of favor. I don't know very many women who wear them.
People don't wear, or they don't wear them.
It makes it hard. Makes it hard to do a bank job.
Yeah.
You can't
Get pantyhose anymore.
Wear them on your face.
Let's see. Not a lot of. Oh, this is weird. 1991, George H.W. Bush took the Queen of England to a baseball game.
I bet they had a great time. I wonder if she had a beer and a hot dog.
Like in The Naked Gun, she has to pass all the stuff down.
You see that? Just kept passing along the hot dog. God, that's so funny. Birthdays.
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
James Mason, born on this date in 1909.
where's
James Mason?
Where's Gilbert Gottfried when you need him?
I know.
James Mason.
Oh, yeah, he does do a Gilbert Gottfried.
Quadradick.
A classic Gottfried.
Yes, thank you very
That's the only one I have.
Brian Eno, the music guy
sure.
from Roxy Music.
He'll always be 1 year old.
What does he sound like to you?
Oh, no, that's Uno. Sorry.
Brian Eno?
Yeah. Dracula, don't you say that?
No, Roxy Music. Oh, you mean
Brian Ferry.
Ferry.
Brian Eno was the.
Thank you.
He played.
Hey,
the
you
keyboard.
love who you love, okay?
Brian Ferry, yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought that Brian Ferry sounded kind of like Dracula singing. Love is the drug for me. Happy birthday, Emmett Smith.
One of the finest basketball players.
Football player, you tool.
You're on a roll. Time now to review what we've learned on today's show.
Oh, you want to do the alligator story real quick?
Oh, yeah, real quick. Do the alligator, sorry.
Authorities have captured an alligator that was roaming around a Houston, Texas neighborhood. Police responded to the area Thursday after a caller had reported seeing the reptile. Officers and Texas Department of Public Safety troopers wrestled with the alligator before tying it down to a flatbed wrecker.
Wow.
The reptile was transported to and released in a nearby swampy area away from the neighborhood.
This would have been, what's that show with, was it Miami CSI or whatever?
Yeah.
This would have been a good one of those, even though it was in Houston. The guy walks up, takes off his shades, and goes. I forgot that guy's name. What is
Caruso,
it?
David Caruso.
David Caruso. Well, an alligator. I say from cold case to suitcase. Eviscerate the thing and make him. Sorry.
Time now for Things We'll Learn, brought to you by Granger. Products to keep your facility running is what Granger has been doing best for 90 years. For whatever you need, whatever you need it, Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Granger. Josh, birthday officially tomorrow.
Yes, and all I want is for us to have a nice group hug after the show.
Right?
And,
Bring it in.
Let's see. And we have a cake that is shaped like a pizza.
Yes.
It looks like a pizza for you. But
Thank
it's
you
your
very
favorite cake, white on white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's very, very good. Chick thought today was a Thursday. It's Friday.
totally blew my mind.
And,
easy to do.
Yeah, and Pat had a pretty good song. I really enjoyed that song.
Thank you,
Pat, about that. Maybe we can do that next week. And let's see. I talked about one of my pet peeves. Is when you say thank you and people say thank you back.
You can go ahead and say, you can say you're welcome, thank you.
On occasion. That would be very nice. We got a letter from the mayor of Uranus.
The mayor.
Uranus, of course, is a town in
Missouri.
Yeah.
The Show Me State.
Yep, right by the Mark Twain National Forest.
There has to be a Show Me Uranus.
I don't really need to see that.
Okay. And got a letter from a guy making a suggestion because on this show we have featured the Tiger King. Tiger King. The Larry King. Larry King. And, of course, the Pussy King.
Pussy King, Pussy King.
Yep, we got it all, man.
Now, I, of course, am the Eagle King. Eagle King. Eagle King. Thank you very much. We'll get some more shots of the Eagles in the neighborhood coming up because you asked. Let's see. If you're using the coffee in a tea bag, don't pierce the tea bag with the scissors when you take it out of the thing. There's no more ball kissing.
Nope.
In South America.
Sorry, guys.
Speaking of tea bags.
Soccer.
In the soccer world.
That.
I guess that was a big thing that they would do.
I had no idea.
Yes, for good luck, they would kiss the soccer ball.
No kidding.
We're working on having the HVAC unit in this room exchange the air 37 times an hour.
Because we're a surgical center now.
Now, what happens if it just is like 34, 35 times an hour? What are you going to do?
We're all dead.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pat Godwin has been keeping his distance from his grandparents. They're always at least 6 feet away. Or 6 feet.
Under.
That's true.
6 feet under. Thank you very much. Be sure to tell us what's going on. Email us this week, and we'd love to hear from you. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Don't forget to enter our contest, bobandtom.com/contest. And don't forget the store, all that stuff. All that money's going to Feed America, so grab some shirts, etc. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Win a free pair of wireless Raycon earbuds. Just locate the Raycon contest code in the Bob and Tom app on the newsfeed. Then enter it at bobandtom.com/contest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.